One live.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Kaka
Bhujbal
continue.
Knowledge City, the part of MIT League of Colleges, driven by a single-minded focus on imparting quality education. MIT BKC Institute of Pharmacy established in 2006 with a mission to develop students socio-technically. The institute has maintained the quality right from the establishment, as it reflects from the accreditation and various awards which college has achieved. MIT IOP is the first NBA accredited pharmacy institute in Nasik region. MIT BKC Institute of Pharmacy has been approved by AICTE PCI and is affiliated to Savitribai Phule, Pune University. MIT BKC IOP offers full-time courses in Bachelor of Pharmacy, Masters of Pharmacy and PhD. Institute stands for its excellent, well-lighted and ventilated ambience with range of facilities like classroom which are equipped with an overhead projector, speakers, smart board, etc. Well-equipped and spacious laboratories which provide experimental learning experience. State-of-art pilot plant simulating the pharmaceutical industry with range of equipments for formulation, development and evaluation. Institute has separate instrument room having range of sophisticated instruments as per the need of industry and research work like HPLC, UV, FTIR, etc. Heart of Institute, the library, one of its own kind with open access, great ambience and various national and international book collections to give great learning experience. Institute is also a well with gymnasium which is equipped with a number of professional electronic and manual universal fitness machines along with indoor sport facilities and music room. Campus also has an amphitheater for social gathering and expression of students. The institute believes that the quality of faculty member and their commitment to excellence is the core competence towards its development. With this thought, institute have more than 50% doctorates, 200 plus publications, 5 patents, 1 copyright and 16 book publications. Our students are encouraged to take part in national and international competitions and events as part of their curriculum. To add feather on hat, we have Ms. Archana Kapse, Air 3 in GPAT 2019, Mr. Aditya Darade, Air 1 in GPAT 2014 and Mr. Parag Mehta, Air 15 in GPAT 2010, who have qualified national level exam GPAT with dignified ranks. MIT IOP has signed 8 Memorandum of Understanding, that is MOU, amongst them are Japanese Industry, Asahi Kasei and Malaysian University Technology Mara. MIT Institute of Pharmacy provide a platform for expressing students and showcase their hidden talent through Antaranga and MIT Utsav annual social gathering. Success comes down to you with appropriate attitude, effort and focus which is certified by various achievements which institute has received. Best Magazine Award by SPPU, Champions Trophy at National Pharmacy Week, Award for the Best Research Paper and Presentation. Best College Award by Student Development Board SPPU for Student Welfare Activities. Institute has also been honored with highest rank Platinum by AICTE C2 survey for its outstanding linkage with industries for consequently 2 years, which surely strengthen the institute and students to survive in this brave new world of technology. Bhujbal Knowledge City Institute of Pharmacy, the place where research ends.
Welcome. Very good morning and warm welcome to all in this 1 week FDP for Faculty Development Program titled New Age Educational Standards for Teachers, jointly organized by IQAC, MEDS Institute of Pharmacy, Nashik, and in association with Pharmaceutical Teachers of India, APTI. I feel immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Professor Dr. Rajendra B. Kakre sir, who is an advisor for All
Okay,
India
thank
Council
you.
for Technical Education, AICTE, and guest of honor, Dr. Praveen Chaudhary sir, President of APTI, Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India. On the behalf of Bhujbal Knowledge City, METS Institute of Pharmacy, which is started in 2006 with the generous support and vision of Honorable Sri Chhagan Bhujbal sir and the trustees of Mumbai Educational Trust and respected Dr. Shefali Bhujbal ma'am. Due to some medical emergency, Dr. Praveen Chaudhary sir could not attend today's gathering, but sir has sent his best wishes to us. Warm greetings to respected Principal Dr. Sanjay Kshirsagar sir and Dr. Shefali Bhujbal ma'am, Chief Administrator, support and motivation behind organization of this event. Kindest regards to Dr. Gitanjali Devkar and Dr. Moreshwar Patil sir for being coordinator of this event. I would like to mention that we have overwhelming response to this event across the Maharashtra as well as from the other states. With this great enthusiasm, we would move ahead. And now I call upon Dr. Moreshwar Patil sir to highlight the theme of this faculty development program.
Good morning, one and all. Internal Quality Assurance Cell of MEDS Institute of Pharmacy, Bhujbal Knowledge City, Nashik, and Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India has jointly organized 5 days faculty development program on new age educational standards for teachers. So it's my great pleasure to introduce or highlight some of the key points of the faculty development program. So first of all, the objectives of the programs are to make the teachers aware about various accreditation process like NBA and NAC, to guide the teachers about research grants, opportunities, and writing of proposal for the grant. Next objective is to make the teacher aware about new ways of teaching, understanding of entrepreneur development cell and incubation center, to know about the ranking frameworks like CII, NIRF, and ARIA. Then awareness about the national education policy and to know the universal human values to understand your students. In order to achieve these objectives, we have with us Dr. Sohan Chitlange, who is guiding us on ranking framework and overview of NIRF, ARIA, and AICTE CII survey. Dr. R.S. Kankate will be guiding us on establishment of IIC and role of MIC, Government of India. In the afternoon session, we will be having with us Dr. Akshay Srivastav, who is guiding us implantable medical devices for spinal cord regeneration. Day 2, that is 15th February 2020, The broad theme of the FDP is understanding of EDC and incubation center. The first guest will be Anna Sahib Gurav, who will be guiding us design thinking and entrepreneurship. Then Mrs. Sania Bhalirao Madam, she will be guiding us introduction to incubation center setup. In the afternoon session, we have one more topic related to research, that is how to plan a research project. Day 3, that is 16th February 2022, the broad theme of the FDP is research grant opportunities and writing of proposal for grant. Dr. Vandana Patrawale Madam and Dr. Dadasaheb Kokre will be guiding us on research avenues or funding agencies available for this research grant and how to write the proposal. Then in the afternoon session, we will be having with us Dr. Deepak Bhambere, who will be guiding us on new educational tools, and Mr. Swaminathan A. He will be guiding us on packaging technology. Then next day 4, that is 17th February 2022, the broad theme is roadmap for quality sustenance and quality improvement in higher education institution, NAC and NBA. On day 4th, we will be having with us Akshay Baheti sir, Dr. Sandeep Sonawde, Dr. Santosh Bhujbal, and Dr. Pawan Udawant. All these 4 eminent personalities will be elaborating us the process of NBA and NAC. And the new research area for day 4 is pharma biotech and skill set development, and the session will be conducted by Dr. Aniket Mani. On day 5, there is a session on awareness about National Education Policy 2020, and the session will be conducted by Professor Dr. R.S. Madi. And in the afternoon, we will be having with us Dr. Gitanjali Devkar. She will be discussing microbiome management and health. So, all of you are invited for this FDP, and I wish you, on the behalf of MIT Institute of Pharmacy, a very happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Morishwar Patil sir. Now I request our principal sir, Dr. Sanjay Sirsagar, to give a welcome note.
Good morning, all. On behalf of Bhujbal Knowledge City, Med Institute of Pharmacy, I welcome you all to this 5-day feast of learning New Age Educational Standard. I sincerely express my thanks to Dr. Rajendra Kakade sir, advisor AICTE, for sparing his valuable time to guide us regarding the different aspects and how the government is taking the initiatives for the development of the institute through the AICTE, as well as accepting our invitation as a chief guest for today's program. I again express my sincere thanks to Dr. P.D. Chaudhary sir, due to some unfortunate circumstances, he is not going to address, for giving us the permission to collaborate this program in association with our own teachers association, that is APTI. So, few days back, the thought comes to our mind how the educational system are changing, how the educational systems are dynamic now, and we need to cope up with all these dynamic aspects of education. So there are few educational institutes who are very much aware about uh, many aspects related to the dynamism of education, maybe the accreditation, NIRF, CII, and there are few institutes who need a proper guidance with respect to all these new tools or the standards which are there in the educational system. So, keeping this thing in our mind, we have decided to organize an FDP, which will guide on the different aspects of new educational standard. Like as I had said, there's a change in educational standard, like accreditation nowadays, maybe compulsory, maybe it is NBA accreditation or NAC accreditation. Many of us know the terms of this accreditation, but they may be scared about how to go for the accreditation, what process is involved in the accreditation, and how you can prepare yourself for the accreditation. So that was the question with some of our fellow colleagues. Then again, NIRF, CII, then there is Institution Innovation Council by Ministry of Education. These framework or these survey, they basically show the roadmap for the development of the institution. And I sincerely think that every institute must participate in all these surveys and ranking framework. And through this, they come to know how they will be involved in the institution development. They will get a roadmap, what point to be considered, what points are important from the institutional development and the betterment of the student. All those frameworks or all those points were being taken care by these surveys as well as by this ranking framework. Say, like example, CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry, along with the AICTE, they every year they rank the institute based on their industrial interaction, and they give award to the best industry who is institute who is involved in the industrial interaction. And as all of we eager to have a good interaction with the industry, but in what way this interaction can be done? So that those points were being given in a CII AICT survey, and by referring those points, we could able to interact with the industry in a different ways. So that's how it will help in the institutional development, and ultimately it will help in the betterment of the student. So that's why I said that these surveys and framework give us the roadmap for the development of the student and roadmap for the development of the institute as well as the student. So this is one of the thought behind this organizing this FDP. Similarly, research grant, getting the research grant, writing the research proposal is a challenging task. Many of our colleagues have a good potential about the research. They have a innovative mind, but may not able to put those things in a proper way, or they may not know the different agencies who are involved in the support of the innovation and the research. So again, that provoke our thought to give the guidance through some of the experts like Dr. Patrawade madam regarding what is the research grant, how you can write the research proposal, and what are the different agencies or avenues which are available, which will support the researcher for their research as well as the innovation. So we have one session with respect to the research grant and how to write research proposal. Nowadays, the government is in support of startup, they are in support of entrepreneurship, and we also believe that our students should be prepared for job giver rather than a job seeker. This is one of the thought. But again, we need to know the process, how we can motivate our student for the entrepreneurship, how we can motivate our student for the startup. So for this incubation center provide an ecosystem which will help the student to convert his idea into business. And many of us, again, there are some issues with respect to how we can do this. So they know, as I said, many of our colleagues know what is incubation, but how it will operate, how to set the incubation center, how to set the entrepreneurship development cell, what are the role of different uh, members in this incubation center and entrepreneurship cell. So this seminar will guide us regarding the entrepreneurship. They will guide us regarding what is incubation center, what is the role of incubation center, and how it will help to create an ecosystem for the entrepreneurship development amongst the student. So this is what we have tried to come up through this seminar. And all along with all these things, one technical topic in the afternoon sessions, that is a new area of research where the eminent personality will share their experience in their expertise with respect to the new area of research, which other fellow can explore for their as a research area. So this is what, as I said, it is a complete feast. It is a complete package, which is a need of an hour. We are again going to face sooner or later the new educational policy. We need to modify ourselves. We need to prepare ourselves to handle the concern with respect to the new educational policy. So that is also been addressed during our seminar. So a lot of things are there. Maybe the time is not sufficient. That is, 1 week may not be sufficient, but at least we may get sensitized about this aspect. We may get some guideline how we can move ahead with the knowledge by the eminent personality. So this is what the thought behind organizing this FDP, and I'm happy to share that we got very good response from all over Maharashtra, especially from Maharashtra, and also from out of Maharashtra. There are nearly more than 280 participants have shown their interest to get knowledge about these aspects of educational standard. So eagerness is there. We just need to feed them properly with some good resource person with some good knowledge. So this is how we have come up with this FDP, and to make this event better, as this is the first day, but I'm sure that it will be a great event. Our coordinator, Dr. Gitanjali Revkar, Dr. Morishwar Patil, have taken all the efforts to coordinate all the things. Great work been done by our organizing team, especially to mention our registration team, our IT team, inauguration team, to make this event successful. So we are trying our best to give you the best thing as much as possible, and I think you will be satisfied at the end of this 5 days FDP. So again, with expression of my sincere thanks to Dr. Rajendra Kakre for sparing his valuable time for the inauguration of this program, and welcome all the delegates to these EFTP on New Age Educational Standard. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Principal Sir. Now I would like to ask Dr. Pavan Udavan Sir to give us a glance at a journey of the institute.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, all. Respected Principal Dr. Sanjay Kshirsakar sir, guest of honor Dr. Kakade sir, and teachers from all corners of the country. I welcome you all once again for this new age educational standard for teachers. Let me quickly share my screen. So once again, I welcome you all to METS Institute of Pharmacy. Mumbai Educational Trust have established campuses in Mumbai and Nasik. In Nasik, we have the campus at Adgaon called as Bhujbal Knowledge City, and we offer various courses like we have Institute of Management where we offer MBA. We have Institute of Engineering wherein we offer various undergraduate and postgraduate courses. The online EFDP is being hosted by Institute of Pharmacy. We also have Institute of Technology and various other institute in the Adgaon campus. We have one more campus in Nasik located at Govardhan, and one more campus is being established at Sanpada, Navi Mumbai. We are very proud to have Honorable Chhagan Bhujbal sir as a founder chairman of Mumbai Educational Trust. The trust is also being run by Honorable Sri Pankaj Bhujbal sir, who is a trustee, Honorable Sri Samir Bhujbal sir, Dr. Jitendra Wagh, Dr. Dilip Kare, Mr. Subhash Sanas, Dr. Nirmal Surya, and our own Chief Administrator, Honorable Dr. Shefali Bhujbal. The Nashik campus, METS Bhujbal Knowledge City, is located at Adgaon, having 40 acres area. Institute of Pharmacy offer various courses like Bachelor of Pharmacy, Master of Pharmacy in various subjects like pharmaceutics, quality assurance technique, pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacology. Institute of Pharmacy also have a PhD center approved by Savitribai Phule, Pune University. We have introduced PharmD and Diploma Pharmacy in recent years. Embarked the journey in the year 2006, the institute introduced various PG courses in the year 2010-11, got the PhD center by Savitribai Phule Pune University in the year 2016-17. Like our principal sir mentioned, we have received highest rank in the CII survey, platinum rank consecutively for 3 times. The institute is NBA accredited institute. The institute also received 2F and 12B recognition by UGC in the year 2019-20. Institute proudly got re-accreditation from NBA, got NAC accreditation, and got NIRF ranking in the band of 76 to 100 in the year 2021. Institute have recently started Diploma Pharmacy course. So this is the breakthrough. We are proud of the fact that we have been accredited by NBA, NAC. We have got 2F, 12B accreditation, and these are various other achievements of the institute. The vision with which the institute was established in the year 2006 was to be recognized as an institute of excellence by providing value-based pharmacy education in developing graduates with continuous learning, research, and leadership qualities to serve the society. And we are very much sure that we are working in the achievement of our vision with these mission statements. And the arsenal is the teaching staff, and we are very proud of the fact that more than 50% of the staff members are PhD holder, and remaining staff members are also in the way of pursuing their doctorate. So we have set a curriculum planning and implementation scheme for us, and as the syllabus is nowadays designed by Pharmacy Council of India in affiliation with the Savitribai Phule Pune University. But beyond that, we also cover the content beyond syllabus, and we have various approaches like problem-based learning and feedback system which helps in the evaluation and assessment of the student performance. We all know that the country has faced a lot in the pandemic situation, but we continued our job of teaching, learning, and we used various ICT tools like Moodle based learning management system, Google Classroom, smart boards, interactive audio visual tools, and pre-recorded videos and simulated or animated videos for conducting practicals. The institute have several innovative practices. To name a few, we have a student categorization system, that is career prospects, wherein the students are categorized into various categories, and unique and specific mentoring and guidance is provided to them according to their goals and their interest. And let me tell you, student categorization have resulted in very good outcomes in last few years. Another innovative practice is undergraduate research conference, MET R-Explore, wherein we provide a platform for the research to the undergraduate students. We also have Industrial Advisory Committee, wherein we have representatives from various pharmaceutical industries They provide guidance for various courses and various projects that are being conducted in the institute. We have also started offering various certificate courses in association with various industries. As our motto is socio-technological development of student, we also perform various outreach activities with the help of National Service Scheme and Social Welfare Cell, which is our institutional committee, to promote the inculcation of social values among students, as a part of which we have been performing various outreach activities. To name a few, we have constructed toilets for a girls' school in a tribal area of Nasik. We have installed sanitary napkin vending machines in several villages. We keep visiting old age homes and orphanage homes, particularly on several festivals, to help them and to gain some joy of giving. So, respected dignitaries and teachers, thank you so much.
Thank you, Udavan sir. Now I call upon Dr. Moreshwar Patel sir to introduce us our chief guest.
It's my pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Professor Dr. Rajendra Kakre sir. Sir is working as an advisor, 1, and head approval bureau at All India Council for Technical Education AICTE, and his significant contribution is to make approval process transparent and user-friendly. He has implemented National Educational Policy 2020 in technical institutions through APH 2021-22. Previously, he was a professor at Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Rashtrasant Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University, Nagpur, Maharashtra, with 25 years of vast experience of teaching and industry like Cadila, Lupin, and Glenmark. As an academician, his area of research is pharmaceutical analysis, impurity profiling, bioanalysis, bioactives, and natural products. He is approved PhD and PG guide with 8 students awarded PhD and 40 students awarded PG under his able guidance. He has published more than 125 research papers in national and international journals. He has published 2 books. Sir has completed many research projects received from DST, SCRB, AICTE, and RUSA. He fetches the research grant of more than 2.5 crore for research and development. He developed RUSA Center for Bioactives and Natural Products, which is equipped with LCMS, GCMS, UPLC, and XRD. In the capacity of administrator, he was a Senate member and Academic Council member. He served as a Dean of Faculty of Interdisciplinary Studies, as well as Coordinator of Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. He also served as a member of BOS and RRC in RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, and other universities. Dr. Kakre was nominated as the Honorary Director of Technology Park of RTMNU, Director of RUSA, and Director of UC. He worked on different committees of the university, including Perspective Plan, Autonomy Granting, Ordinance, Academic Administrative Audit, IQAC, NAC, Research Advisory Committee, LEC, and Selection Panel. He is a visiting professor at Portsmouth University, Portsmouth, United Kingdom, and works in collaborative project with School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences. He has been bestowed with Best Teacher Award from Rashtrasant Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University for his excellence in academics and research. He visited many countries like United States of America, Switzerland, and United Kingdom. Dr. Kakre emphasis on quality education, e-learning, startup, entrepreneurship, collaborative, multidisciplinary, and skill development based education. He is a member of IPA, APTI, ISCA, CPC-SCA, and SFE. With this introduction, now I request Professor Dr. R.B. Kakre sir to proceed with his motivating and encouraging words. Please, sir.
Sir, your voice, Kakre sir, sorry to interrupt you. Voice,
Right, right. You are getting my
ha,
voice.
ha. Yes, sir. Now it is audible. Now it is audible.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Please.
thank you very much for great introduction. I told Moru that you introduce in two or three lines that I am this like that. But he read all my biodata which is available on the AICT portal. Anyway, thank you very much for inviting me for this FDP Teachers Development Program, and good morning to everyone who were available here or who are present for this program online. No, we are not meeting physically. We are at our places, and we are getting the knowledge from the resource persons. And this is necessary because of this pandemic. We suffer a lot. So once again, congratulations to all of the participant who joined, and also the great congratulations to the organizer. This is the needed programs for the teachers, because in every programs I was always mentioning one quote that we are the teachers of the 19th century, studied 20th century and studied with the syllabus of the 19th century, and we taught the students of the 21st century. They are very smart because they having the mobiles nowadays. We don't that times we don't have this facility available, but the students having all this facility. Even they put whatever the teacher said, they just put into the Google. He will give the all the informations. Sometimes it may be wrong or sometimes it may be right, but they go through the this Google Guru. They are mostly gone through that. So I first of all congratulate for this organizing this program. And as I gone through the your literature, and also Murushar Patel and Dr. Shirsagar telling about this programs and what is the importance of these programs, why it is needed. So this platform is for the teachers to interact and update our knowledge. So this your institute organized this program for the teachers. This is a very good, and theme is excellent, the new age educational standard for teachers. And you have made these right things on this platform, ranking framework like NIRF ranking, ARIA, AICTCI, then Institutional Innovation Council, then Entrepreneurship and Incubation Center set up, then research funding agencies and proposal writing, accreditation NBA, NAC process, and discussion on criteria, national education policy, discussion on new research areas like implantable medical devices, packaging. So when I gone through this, I feel that these teachers are needed this type of the development. As in the AICT, where we are giving the fundings to all these programs for the students, teachers. So every one we are facilitated. And about training of the teachers, we have the great Atal Academy. This year we are getting award from the world rank, and about 2 lakhs teachers get trained through this Atal Academy. And just I will also tell you here that what are the schemes which AICT having, because in every programs I'm telling that these are the schemes in the AICT, and if you need any details, you just go through the website. You are getting each and everything. And my suggestion to all the teachers that they make the group of the research team, and some teachers gone for the finding out which projects are available, with the which schemes are available. And in these programs you organize this so that they train and how to write the your research projects, where to apply, how to write. And even this is not only in India, but when I was in Postmore, there is also the same thing they are doing, how to write the proposal for the teachers, which is needed, because all the teachers are applying for the projects. They must know how to apply, what is the thrust area for the for where we are getting the research projects, what is the needed research for that, whether you are experts in that field or not. Sometimes teachers are saying, sir, I have applied two times, three times, four times, five times, but I didn't get the projects. But what require, what is the basic things when any teacher applying, whether what is their his expertise, what is his publication, what is his experience, each and everything matters. So through these programs you are getting the each and everything what requirement of the agencies. So I will also, being a person from the AICT and the advisor in the approval bureau, this is my duty to say about the AICT also. So what are the schemes? We have the faculty development schemes, we have the institution development scheme, we have the students development scheme, and general schemes. We give all type of the fundings to the institutes. Even though pharmacy is not with us, but we give the all benefits to the pharmacy also. All these schemes are open for all the pharmacy institutions. They just apply. Now what we make, that if they have the approval from the Pharmacy Council of India, we'll fund them. We give all the benefits to them when they applying. So if we are going through the development scheme, faculty development schemes, we have the STTP Spurti schemes, we have National Initiative for Technical Teachers training. We have the Best Teacher Award. 2 years back, we have started the Vishwesharai Best Teachers Award, and Pritam Singh Foundation Award for the teachers. Previously, it was not. It was also for the students. Then quality improvement program, everyone knows it is a very program, famous program. Then we have the research promotion scheme for the teachers. They have to apply for this scheme, very good scheme for the teachers. For the latest recent trends, what is going on, you just apply in the trust area. Maybe you will get it. Depends upon, as I told you, that depends upon your what you are doing, what is your research contribution, what is your publication, what is your expertise. So on that basis, we are giving these type of projects. Then quality improvement programs, we have faculty development programs, then short-term training programs for UK, JK, Ladakh, and northeastern region. We have the training programs for physical education trainers. We have the technical university joint training programs for the librarians also. Apart from all these pharmacy professional development schemes, distinguished visiting professor schemes, IST, orientation refresher programs. We also collaborate with the IST. Previously, all the schemes of the AICT run by the IST. Now we ourselves organizing all these things and giving the fundings to the institutions. Then technical book writing and translation. As you know that last years we have uh, 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 work on the NEP and implemented many of the things in the technical education. One of them is the regional languages, and this type we take the help of the this translation. So we also develop the tool for translating these languages. Means we have now AICT having the software where if you put the English textbooks into this software, we'll get converted into the 22 language with a minimum errors, because we check it properly and what is the problems are there. We forward all each and everything, and now it is a perfect software to convert these English textbooks of engineering or pharmacy or anything. We also provide to the medical also. They also approach us. So when you feed this book in this software, you will get converted into the 22 languages. Then we have the distinguished chair professor. We have the students learning assessment projects. So these are the faculty development programs for the teachers. Then for the students development scheme, so institute has to apply for this and aware the students that these are the schemes. You get this type of benefit through the AICT Sonath scholarship we launched this year's youth undertaking, visit for acquiring knowledge, Yuvak, then Lilavati award for the girl students, then PG scholarship. Even though pharmacy is not with us, if they want, they come to us, and but we are giving the PG scholarship, GPAT scholarship to the pharmacy students. Then AICT doctoral fellowship is there, Pragati scholarship is there, Saksham scholarship for the girls, support to the student for participating competition abroad, Prime Minister Special Scholarship Scheme. This is a very famous scheme, PMSSS. So all the students getting from the Jammu and Kashmir. AN I- INAE travel grant scheme. We give the travel grant to the students. If he wish to go and his paper is accepted, we'll grant them. The Smart India Hackathon 19, then 20 and 21st. Now again we are going for the hackathon on the Tikathon to promote the toys. Then MTech project as internship with small and medium enterprises. AICT internship schemes. This is now launched, and 12 lakhs of the students get benefit of that. Then we have the institutional development schemes, AICT Idea Lab, a scheme for promoting interest, creativity, and ethics among the students. It's called as a SPICES. Grant for organizing conferences, modernization and removal of obsession modrops. This is very famous. Ishodh Sindhu. Then scheme for the campus accommodation facilities. Then we have the grant for augmenting infrastructure in northeastern regions. The research and innovation development schemes. These are the collaborative research scheme (CRS) under TechWeave. We have the general scheme Kaushal augmentation and restructuring mission of AICT, then Pradhan Mantri Kaushalya Vikas Yojana, Sansad Aadhaar Gram Yojana, Atal ranking of institutional on innovation. So these are the all schemes regarding teachers, students, uh, institution and general scheme. Apart from that, also I will tell you that last year we launched the Kalam scheme, and we promote the researcher to patent their research, to protect their intellectual property. So we launched this Kalam, and we'll give the fundings to them. So last time when you gone through 2 years back, the fees for applying for the patent was about 15,000. Now we request to the this organization, intellectual property organization who patented this. So we request them to reduce this fees, and immediately they accepted our proposal, and they reduced 80% of the fees which is for the application of the patents, and now it is up to near about 1600. And AICT promote this, and all the whatever the expenditure for this patent application of patent, we will fund them. And our target is to give about the 50 to patent 50,000 this year. So this type of schemes we have. Even though you are in the Pune, and we have given the this Idea Lab. Idea Lab is a scheme which is we are giving 50 lakhs to the institutes for hands on that scheme. So if you want to see that, you just go to the College of Engineering in Pune, or DY Patil Engineering College. There we have given this. So teachers get hands-on, students get hands-on. All practical knowledge is you are getting there at the recent trends, what is going on in the world. And if you wish, you just go to there and you get the knowledge on that. And this is very very fantastic scheme, and everyone satisfied because they are getting the hands on that schemes. Now as I am telling just about the our how I am implementing this NEP in my approval process handbook. Many changes last year we have made, because you are the pharmacist, pharmacy people, all of pharmacy teacher. But I will just tell you that what I make, what the difference is, how I studied this national education policy, and how I am implementing which topics we are implementing. So we remove the or diminish the subject barrier. Previously, for doing the engineering, there is a need of physics, chemistry, and math compulsory. But what happened? Sometimes there is no need of mathematics in some of the biotechnology or pharmaceuticals or medical field of in the engineering also. So there is no need of this mathematics, but there is a need of biology. So for this, we made one committee. Dr. K.K. Agarwal, NBA chairman, under his guidance, and we found that what subjects are needed for which type of the nomenclature. Suppose computer engineering. So whether there is a need of our mathematics or not, or biotechnology or agriculture engineering. So they find out the three subjects, because we have to select physics, chemistry, biology, or physics, chemistry, agriculture, or physics, chemistry, math. So what three subjects are needed for the student? So if any students want to do biotechnology and his background is PCB, then he is accepted, no issue. So on that basis we studied, and we because in NEP we have the open from that, whatever you want you can take from the availability of these subjects in the institute or other institutes. So we diminish these subject barriers, and also ask the university to make the bridge courses for the students if they came from the PCB background, and if they need mathematics. So university has to make the bridge courses for them, and within 2 years they will be acquired. Even in this happens in the IIT also. In the IIT, this is the continuous process that if anyone having these not this subject, some subjects, they will make aware that, and there is a one year preparation leave for them. So we diminish the subject barrier. Next one is the we also promote the merger of the institution in engineering. From previously it was the limit of this 2 kilometer limit, and then this institute get merger, the child institute and the our parent institutes. But now we increase the city limit. From any city limits, if two colleges are there, they can be merged. So merger of institution we start. Then we given the flexibility in land and the building requirement. Previously what happened, for the polytechnic college, for the engineering college, for the our PG course college, so we require the different land, 2 acre land, 5 acre land, 7 acre land. But now we feel that, and we implement that maximum, what is the maximum land required for the UG programs. There is a need of 7.5 acres. So if they have in the 7.5 acres of the land, so they will be, they don't need for the polytechnic or for your PG. So it is a maximum land because of this mega and metro cities. So there is a less requirement of the land in the this type of the metro cities. So we also implement this. Then we also implement the regional languages engineering for the promotion of the regional languages. So student get students studied in their own languages, because what happen in, if you go to the China or Brazil or many countries, they have their own language, but they are not they are at par and above the what they need because of their languages. So we also feel that because students get more understanding. आपण आपल्या भाषेमध्ये जर बोललो तर मुलांना लवकर कळेल. अपने भाषा में अगर बोलते हैं तो हम लोग जल्दी से ग्रास्प करते हैं. For that we are promoting the regional languages. So in that this year's 10 state adopted this, 19 institute accepted, and 26 courses started in six languages. And which are these languages? Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Bengali. So I feel that the role of the teachers is more important. So last years we are giving on the basis of that supernumerary. We treat it as a supernumerary additional division we have given. Now we also, in line with the NEP, we also promote the multidisciplinary and holistic education. It is very essential, as we know that in the NEP it is mentioned that Banadat's Kadambari, that 64 kalas. So students get the knowledge of each. If I am the pharmacy person and I want to know the music, so I will collaborate with the another institutes, or I will take the this education from the Swayam or MOOCs or other institutions. So collaboration is, so multidisciplinary areas we are selected. You can go anywhere with the your elective subjects. What are the allowed for you? If 2 or 3 subjects allowed, you can collaborate. So we are in the line of this multidisciplinary and holistic education. Then we also, this years we are not allowing to open the new engineering colleges. So moratorium is for the 2 years. So at world level we are promoting the blockchain subjected, artificial intelligence, then big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, robotics, 3D printing, then cloud computing. So we are introduced this subjected for the students, because we have to compete at the national international level. So these are not, so previously it was not in the, and there is a moratorium to not to open the new engineering colleges. So we introduced these nomenclatures for the students. Then we also did the internationalization. We are exchanging the ideas taught with the other students throughout the world. And also we promote the collaboration of the international foreign university having the QS ranking of 500, and Indian universities NRF ranking with the 100. So we promote them to collaborate to get the knowledge from the at the international level. We also promote the international collaborations for the students. One of the best institute with the another institute for the hand holding. We also start the open and distance learning, ODL and online courses, because you know that GER in India is at 26%, and by 2035 we have to increase it up to the 50%. And 11% of the higher education at present is about 40 lakh students studying on the ODL mode or online mode. So we have to promote this. So to increase the GI, we are also given the 5 courses from the AICT. It is a management, computer application, logistic, AI, data science, travel, tourism for the students. So who are not able to go to the schools, they can apply to online. So these are the many, there are many schemes, but these are the some of the schemes which I introduced. And being a pharmacy teacher, but controlling the engineering education, so I did a lot there. And this year also, now we are working on the approval process handbook, and we are in the process. So this year is also we are adding the more and more changes as per the NEP, National Education Policy, and we are going to do it for the well-being of the students, well-being of the stakeholders. And when I gone through the literature of your brochure, I found that very good experts, excellent experts in these. I have gone through some names as you, Chitlange sir, then Dada Sahib Kokre, and many, many more. These are the great names in the field of the pharmaceuticals as well as medical sciences, and their expertise, how to write the process, as Kokre sir is there for how to write these your projects. So good experts are there, and I hope this program get benefited. The teachers from the different areas, on not only from the Maharashtra, but throughout the India, they get benefited through the deliberations of from the experts on these different topics, latest topics. I once again congratulate to the institutes for organizing this program. Also congratulate all the participants; they get benefited through this program. And lastly, I'm very much thankful. I have already visited to your institutes. I know all the faculties are experts in their field, and in through this program they also get benefited. Not only they, also all the teachers who are connected through this virtual program, they get benefited. My best wishes for your grand success of this program. Thank you very much for inviting me for this program. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for giving us brief insight into various beneficial schemes and activities for us. Now I request respected our chief guest, Dr. R.B. Kakde, sir, Dr. Sanjay Sirsagar, sir, and all the respected dignitaries on the forum to proceed for the digital inauguration.
Kakade sir, please.
Yes.
Just push the button.
Very nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Chitlange sir,
Arey,
namaskar.
Dr. Sohan,
सर आवाज
Now,
आवाज तुमचा mic
आवाज
off आहे वाटतं.
आवाज माझा आवाज येतो आहे का?
नाही का चितलंगे सर
आपका आवाज आपका
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice to see
अच्छा,
you.
अच्छा, आ
sir.
रहा नाइस. I also happy that you all up there and controlling technical education, and I'm very happy when I am coming on this platform for the pharmacy. मैं यही सोचते
Yes.
रहता हूँ की आपल्या लोकांनी किंवा बाहेरचा आहेर जास्त फायद्याचा असतो. बाहेर एवढे बाहेर लोक बोलावतात तेव्हा मला आनंद होत नाही,
Great,
परंतु मला
great.
नागपूर किंवा महाराष्ट्राचे लोक जेव्हा बोलावतात, प्रोग्राम
That's
करतात,
it.
तेव्हा खूप जास्त आनंद होतो की आपल्या लोकांना आपलं बाहेर तर असे 100-200 प्रोग्राम होत असेल, परंतु ते मला
हा.
जास्त जवळचे नसतात. जेव्हा फार्मसीचे लोक आणि आपल्याकडचे लोक जेव्हा बोलावतात,
Same.
तेव्हा मला खूप मानाचं वाटतं की आपण आपल्या लोकांसाठी काहीतरी फॉर्च्युनेटली आता काय टेक्निकल एज्युकेशन गव्हर्न करत असल्यामुळे आता फार्मसी आहेच त्याच्यामध्ये, अँड वी आर डुईंग
आहेत सर,
गुड,
आम्ही
व्हेरी
आहोत.
गुड गुड
आम्ही
थिंग.
आहोत. हा,
येस येस
हा.
येस, अँड इट इज
We,
बेनिफिशियल फॉर
we
अस.
also feel
अँड आय
proud, sir. When we see you,
अरे
we
थँक्यू
also feel proud
थँक्यू थँक्यू
because
थँक्यू थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
the
ओके.
pharmacist is leading the technical education of India. That is the
Ah,
great
राईट
thing.
that's great.
Right,
That's
right.
great.
Thank you. It's all of you are, yeah. You are always with me, and your all your supports give me this opportunity to go there and work.
Thank you,
फार्मेसी
sir.
वाले कुछ भी कर
Great.
सकते हैं. फार्मेसी वाले कैन डू एनीथिंग. राइट. So,
Great, great.
Shirsagar ji, actually, I
Thank you,
had
sir.
one
Ah, sir.
program at physical
Yes,
mode.
sir.
I'm
Yes,
in
I know.
Nagpur. I'm in Nagpur,
Yes, sir.
and I have one physical program at 11:30. So,
अरे बापरे.
with the permission of all of you, I will
Sir,
just leave. Thank.
sir, again,
So,
I
चलो
express
चितलांगे
my
सर,
sincere thanks.
पीडी सर
Sincere
आज नहीं
thanks.
आ पाए लगता, बिकॉज ऑफ मेडिकल इश्यू. मुझे भी
हाँ, हाँ,
बात करेंगे
हाँ, right,
उनसे
sir.
भी क्या प्रॉब्लम है तो, लेकिन मिलेंगे अपन. ठीक है,
Yes,
Right,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
चला
sir.
भेटू
Surely.
बघा, भेटू. ओके
जल्दी मिलेंगे
ओके
सर
ओके
नासिक में
भेटू,
वगैरह.
चला बाय. हो हो, नक्की
Okay, sir.
नक्की 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 नक्की. नाशिकला
Okay.
आल्यावर नक्कीच येईल बाबा. मी आपल्या लोकांकडे
Sir,
सगळीकडेच जातो मी. नक्की येईल. ओके, ठीक आहे
आम्ही
ठीक आहे,
जाऊन
चला
देणार नाही
थँक्यू.
तुम्हाला.
हो
Okay, sir.
हो, तुम्ही नाही म्हटलं तरी मी स्वतःच येऊन जाईल, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. ठीक आहे.
Great,
ओके,
great,
थँक्यू
great.
थँक्यू
Bye,
Okay,
थँक्यू
sir.
sir.
Thank you
थँक्यू
very
Bye,
much.
sir.
थँक्यू बाय बाय.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Moving towards our end of inauguration program, I would like to ask Dr. Geetanjali Devkar ma'am to present the vote of thanks.
Good morning, all. Welcome, Dr. Sohan Chitlange, sir. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Rajendra Kakade, sir. Respected Guest of Honor, Dr. P.D. Chaudhary, sir. Our support system, Chief Administrator, Dr. Shefali Bhujbal, Madam. Trustees, respected teachers and delegates on the platform. I consider it a great privilege to propose vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have made it convenient to attend this inaugural function of 5 days online faculty development program organized by METS Institute of Pharmacy, Bhujbal Knowledge City, Nashik, in collaboration with Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India, entitled New Age Educational Standards for Teachers, with sincere objective of value-based and skilled learning for students through the concept Train the Trainers to make the learning interesting and meaningful. I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to the respected Dr. Rajendra Kakade sir for gracing this occasion as the chief guest. His presence today in this function has immensely enhanced its importance. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for your insightful address. I must express my deep gratitude to our respected guest of honor for the supportive contribution into the initiative we took to focus on know-how of the new age educational requirements for the teachers. Your guidance to us in all our activities ensure that we always do the right thing in the right way. I also express my sincere thanks to resource speakers who accepted our invitation for this guidance series in FDP. We sincerely look forward for your excellent deliverables over the 5 days time period. Sincere thanks to our own respected Dr. Shefali Bhujbal Madam and management to keep us motivated to arrange such kind of events. Moving ahead with the first session of the day, I declare the end of the inaugural function and hand over the platform to Gaidani Madam for further proceedings. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Devkar ma'am. So before starting our today's session, I would like to mention the changes in today's schedule. After first and second session, we will have a break at 1 p.m. till 2 p.m. The third session will start at 2 p.m. Participant can ask question in chat box regarding the particular session. Session coordinator will convey the same to the guest and will be addressed in the end of the session. Now, moving forward for a very first session of this FDP, I hand over to Dr. Dinesh Rishi Pathak, sir. Sir, please proceed further.
Thank you. Once again, good morning to all the dignitaries and the delegates. Myself, Dr. Dinesh Rishi Pathak. Welcome Honorable Speaker of Session 1, Dr. Sohan Chitlange sir, and I am glad to introduce him on this occasion. Dr. Sohan Chitlange sir is currently working as Principal at Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, Pimpri, Pune. He has completed his master's degree from Nagpur University and his doctoral degree from Sant Gadge Baba University, Amravati. He has around more than 18 years of professional experience and has published more than 90 research papers in national and international journals. He has filed 6 patents in his credit. He has guided more than 50 postgraduate students and 4 PhD students. Sir is also editor-in-chief of the journal Pharmaceutical Resonance, editor advisory board member of IJPER, and reviewer of various national and international journals like Journal of AOAC International, Analytical Chemistry Letters, Acta Chromatographia, Chemical Society of Ethiopia, etc. He is privileged with prestigious awards. To name a few are Leading Excellence in Pharmaceutical Academic and Research in Golden Global Health and Education Awards 2019, New Delhi, India. Best Principal Award 2019 by Savitribai Phule Pune University under Professional category. Also Principal of the Year 2018 at International Conference organized by Oriental University, Indore. He has achieved state level Sanskar Ratna Award 2015 from Sanskar Foundation, Maharashtra. Dr. P.D. Sethi Memorial Award for research paper at 2015 and 2010. He has received prestigious author award for the journal Analytical and Biological Techniques. Sir is also handling various administrative positions at universities and association. Sir is Associate Secretary, APTI National. Sir is Chairman, Board of Studies, Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Faculty of Science and Technology, Savitribai Phule Pune University. Sir is Member, Board of Studies, Faculty of Management at D.Y. Patil Vidyapith, Pune. Member, Board of Studies, Farm D, Faculty of Science and Technology, Savitribai Phule Pune University. Member, Research Recognition Committee, SRTM University, Nanded. Sir has received cumulative research funding worth rupees 76 lakhs for research projects and laboratory modernization from agencies like the Department of Science and Technology under DST Feast, New Delhi, from AICTE and from University of Pune. Last but not the least, he has authored the books on pharmaceutical validation, quality by design in pharmaceuticals, and practical handbook of pharmaceutical analysis. With this brief introduction, I would request sir to guide all the delegates on an overview of NIRF, ARIA and AICTE-CII. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, Chitlange sir, please.
Yes, sir.
Just thoda add करतो, which has been not been there in your biodata, as you are not mentioning in your biodata, but which is very important from audience point of view, from all other delegates point of view. I would like to specifically mention, under the leadership of Dr. Chitlange sir, D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmacy is top in the NIRF ranking in Maharashtra. Consecutively 2 years, Institute had received award by CII and AICTE survey for the Institute having the best industrial interaction, specifically to mention, as well as Sir Institute is very much at a good position, as they have been maybe recently started in ARI AAA, ARIA, so to say, and happy to say that is in the Institutional Innovation Council. He is the only institute in the Maharashtra region who has a 4-star in Institutional Innovation Council. So those were the great achievements, sir. And we know your biodata, But apart from that biodata, these points were very important for us.
Right.
And keeping those points in our mind, we thought you are the best person to guide all our fellow delegates, colleagues regarding all these surveys and ranking framework and their importance. So I welcome you again at Mate Institute of Pharmacy and for this program, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sanjay sir, Dr. Rishi Pathak sir, for introducing me and giving me an opportunity to interact with all the delegates who are present for this FDP. I'll share my screen first. Please let me know my screen is visible or not. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it is.
It is, na? Yeah, because I am
Full
using
screen
this.
just make it full
Yeah, I'll
screen.
make it full screen. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm using this first time StreamYard. Mostly all the sessions
okay.
were conducted on Zoom. Once
Yes.
again, I want to thank you for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to interact with all the participants on this
Yes,
ranking
sir.
framework. As my topic says, like I'll be giving overview on NIRF, Atal ranking, and AICT CI survey. So this is what the summary of talk divided into three parts. We all know NIRF actually majority of staff member, faculty member, institutions, they are aware about NIRF. That is National Institutional Ranking Framework, and it focuses on overall institutional parameters like TLR, RP, graduate outcome, outreach and inclusivity, and perception. Whereas Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievement, it focuses only on innovation, its ecosystem and outcomes. And AICT CII survey, as you rightly said, it focuses on the industrial linkages between the institute, educational institute, and the industries. So let's first we'll go with NIRF. As many of you are aware about NIRF, I'll not be going into the detail what exactly NIRF is. Now it is being introduced since last 6 years, and I'm very much proud to state that yes, my institute is amongst the top 50 institutions in the country since last 5 years. Continuously we are there, and only institute from Pune University. So in this NIRF ranking, we have major 5 parameters are there: teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, graduation outcome, outreach and inclusivity, and perception. Sanjay sir, I am audible?
फक्त स्क्रीन फुल केली तर इट विल बी मोर कन्व्हिनियंट.
I have made it full screen actually from my end. Let me check it again.
हा.
Just see now.
नाही, फुल स्क्रीन नाहीये. स्टिल इट इज
Nahi
नॉट अ
hai.
फुल स्क्रीन.
Okay.
It is quite visible.
Yeah,
No
but
issue
I'll
with the
make it
visibility of the
one
screen.
minute, please. 1 minute.
Ha.
Now see. Uh, Now it is full
No,
screen.
no sir. Technical team, Bambire sir, Umesh, can
It
you
is
guide?
saying exit full screen.
सर F5 प्रेस करा सर F5.
F5. Okay. Control F5. Uh, See now.
Only F5 sir, only F5, not control F5.
F5. I am doing F5. Yeah.
That sir, it is to be
Huh.
through the desktop. We need to select it properly. Maybe while
Yeah.
uploading.
And that's what I said. I am using this for first time. So yeah,
Sir, if it is, I think it is quite visible. We will move ahead
yeah,
rather
we'll
than
move ahead, but
getting into
because
technical.
there are more calculation part also. So if it
Oh,
is,
oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
um, from my end, see now, this is full screen. I'll just stop screen sharing and again I'll share it. Let us try one more time.
That might
Yeah,
be one of the reasons.
yeah. Now share screen, screen sharing, share screen.
So select entire screen.
Huh?
When you share the screen,
Yes.
select entire screen instead of Windows or Chrome tab. Select entire screen.
Okay. I'm not able to do it. Screen sharing. Don't show tips again. Share screen. Window. Complete Microsoft Edge tab is there. A window is there. So if I go with window, now
अरे
see.
सर सर पहिले तुम्ही हे करा प्रेझेंटेशन फुल स्क्रीन मध्ये करून घ्या
अच्छा ओके
प्रेझेंटेशन फुल स्क्रीन मध्ये करा
एक मिनिट हाँ एक मिनिट now I have made it full screen
अरे चितलांगे सरच गेले सर पॉवर पॉइंट फुल स्क्रीन केलं का आता
हाँ पॉवर पॉइंट फुल स्क्रीन केलं आहे
आणि आता शेअर करा
नाही आता ऍक्च्युली एंटायर स्क्रीन म्हणजे मला स्क्रीन मध्ये फक्त तुम्हीच दिसतायत सगळे
शेअरचा ऑप्शन दिसतंय सर खाली
हो शेअरचा ऑप्शन मी हे केला ना ओपन केला मी
आता विंडोज मध्ये तुम्हाला दोन दिसत जातील एक पॉवर पॉइंट पण दिसेल आणि फुल स्क्रीन वाला पण दिसेल स्लाइड शो वाला
व्हिडिओ फाईल आहे स्लाइड्स आहे हा
हो
गुगल स्लाइड्स युअर कॉम्प्युटर ओके अपलोड फाईल नाही पीडीएफ केलेलं नाही आहे ना मी त्याला शेअर स्क्रीन विंडो दिस वन बघा आता काय दिसतंय आर माय स्लाइड्स विजिबल now
Slides are visible, but not a full screen.
नॉट मग ते होत नाही माझ्याकडनं लेट अस आय कंटिन्यू
Sir,
विथ दिस नाउ
we'll continue with this, sir. Huh?
या
Delegates are waiting. We will continue with this.
we
It
are
is quite
running late
visible.
as such. Huh?
And
Visible.
visible, properly visible. No issue. No issue. with this.
Okay, so as in NIRF, there are 5 parameters: teaching, learning, and resources, research and professional practice, graduation outcome, outreach and inclusivity, and perception. So all these 5 parameters, they have sub parameters also, and all these five parameters, majority of them are being calculated based upon the previous 3 years data. And they have different weightages. So total marks are 100 for each parameter, but the weightage is different. For teaching, learning, and resource, weightage is 0.3. For research and professional practice, it is 0.3. That means 30% weightage is for TLR, 30% weightage is for RP, that is research and professional practice, 20% for graduate outcome, 10% for outreach and inclusivity, and 10% for perception. So teaching learning, the first point TLR, which is having maximum weightage, that is 30% in overall ranking exercise. This point is divided into 4 points. That is student strength, including PhD, then faculty and student ratio with emphasis on permanent faculty, then combined matrix for faculty with PhD and the experience, and the final one is financial resources and then the utilization of those financial resources. Now this is available on NIRF portal. Everybody can refer this thing and calculate. But what I have made it to make it very simplified today, I have compared some colleges, the top ranked colleges, and how the marking score changes. So in case of student strength, we all know that 20 marks are there for the student strength. So out of 20 marks, 15 marks are for the undergraduate and postgraduate intake, 15, and 5 marks are for PhD intake. So if the institution is if they don't have the research center and they are not going for any PhD admission, in that case straight away 5 is 0. So you'll be getting marks only out of 15. Now let's take this example. Now this is an example of Jamia Hamdard University and Punjab University. The Jamia Hamdard ranked number 1 and Punjab University ranked number 2. Now see, in case of Jamia Hamdard, the total number of PhD admissions are 207. And the total number of students admitted in UG PG are 96.93. So they got 20 out of 20 marks in this particular parameter. Whereas Punjab University, which is ranked nationally at 2 position, their PhD admissions are only 66. Though they are having UG and PG admission close to 90%, but the PhD admissions are less. So UG and PG admissions are also less, and PhD admissions compared to Jamia Hamdard are very less. So that is why they got score of 14.5 here. You are getting this thing? Voice is clear? Sanjay sir, or anybody can respond. Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir. Your
Yes,
voice
sir.
is clear.
Yeah, voice is clear. Now, second point, faculty student ratio. Now, this carries 30 marks. So, now here the weightage is on a permanent faculty. And as we know, as per regulatory requirement also, like previously it was with AICT, we need a ratio of 1:15. So, if institution is having 1:15 ratio, then they can score maximum marks here, 30 marks here. Now, let us understand this thing with the help of example. Now, in case of Jamia Hamdard, the total number of students admitted are 917. This includes number of students in UG, PG and PhD divided by the faculty. So their ratio is coming, it is 16.98. So SFR is coming 16.98, which is more than 15, 1:15. So that is why they got a 26.01 marks in this particular. Yes?
Sir, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
you are on the same slide. Now you are on the next slide.
It is on right slide.
So now you are on the faculty student ratio with emphasis on permanent faculty, FSR 30 marks.
Correct. Jamia Hamdard and Punjab University is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in case of Jamia Hamdard, the total number of students admitted are 917 and the total number of faculty is 54. So when we divide 917 by 54, that SFR comes to 16.98. Now, though they are ranked number 1 in the country, NIRF ranking is 1, but they got in this particular parameter, their mark out of 30 are 26.01. And in case of Punjab University, their number of students admitted, which include UG, PG and PhD, that number of students admitted is 369 and the total number of faculty are 33. So when it is divided by 33, the SFR is coming 11.07, which is much better than 1:15, and that is why they got 30 marks. So it is not as a private institution or as an institution, what we need to understand here is 1:15 ratio is important to score maximum marks in this faculty student ratio criteria. Next is combined matrix for faculty with PhD and experience. Now this criteria is for 20 marks. So 10 marks for faculty qualification and 10 marks for faculty experience. So in that case, again, now the formulas are there, that is being very much available on the NIRF portal. But when we compare the institution, rank institution, the point becomes more clear. Now here also in comparison, I have taken the number one institute, that is Jamia Ahmedabad, and the second which I have taken here is Naipur Raebareli. Now in case of Jamia Ahmedabad, they are ranked number one, but they are getting 14.89 marks in this particular criteria, whereas Naipur Raebareli is getting 19 marks in this particular criteria, though they are ranked at the 13th position. So here the 10 marks are for PhD qualification. Maximum the PhD faculty available with the institution, they'll be getting full out of full mark, and 10 marks are for the experience of the faculty. So that experience is divided into three categories: those who are below 8 years of experience, 8 to 15 years of experience, and greater than 15 years respectively. So that this particular case study indicates that Naipur is having good number of PhD faculty with them, as well as the faculty experience which is required 30, 30 and 40. 30% faculty below 8 years of experience, 30% faculty from 8 to 15 years of experience, and 40% faculty which is having more than 15 years of experience. So, and the fourth point is financial resources. This carries 30 marks. Here there are two major parameters: capital expenditure and the operating expenditure. The thumb rule here is the operating expenditure per student should be close to 75% of the income of the institution, and capital expenditure should be around close to 22.5%, 25% of the total budget. This about the first point. Then coming to the second point, that is research and professional practice. This carries 100 marks again, total 30% weightage in the ranking exercise, and this parameter is again divided into four sub parameter, that is combined metrics for publication, combined metrics for quality of publication, IPR and patents. So here the patent published and patent granted. And then next, the fourth point is projects, the funded project, the consultancy project, and the earning through the project and consultancy. So the first we'll discuss about combined metrics for publication. Slide visible? I am on the proper slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So total 35 marks are there for the publication, and in that we all know actually this point that they are taking this data from the third party, and they want the publication in Scopus and Web of Science only. So here let's compare again two institutions: Jamia Ahmedabad which is ranked 1, and Punjab University which is ranked 2. Now Jamia Ahmedabad is having rank 1. However, in this particular parameter, they have out of 35, 33.32 marks only, whereas Punjab University is having 35 out of 35 marks. So the calculation which goes in these all parameters, they are a percentile basis calculation. They consider the top performer in the category. Individual question wise, sub question wise, the top performer is the one against which all other institutions are compared. So Punjab University is having maximum number of publication in Scopus and Web of Science, average of 3 years, and that the whatever number, for example, we'll consider that number is 200 publication. So Punjab University for 200 publication, they got 35 marks. So Jamia Ahmedabad with whatever number of publication, if it is 180 or 190, whatever it is, that is coming to 33.32. So accordingly, your institution will get marks in this particular criteria. So if you are focusing to have your institution in NIRF ranking, if you want your institution in NIRF ranking, in that case, you need to understand the research output of these top institutions of the country. So how many publications are coming from the Punjab University? How many are coming from the Jamia Ahmedabad, from the Naipur, from the BITS, from JSS? All these top institutions, top universities, their number of publication and our number of publication, then accordingly you can calculate the score and you'll come to know where you stand. Majority of these top institutions, their all faculty members are publishing. It is like, so they, like almost all faculty members have publications to their credit. And with respect to our institution, the private institution, hardly there are 5-7 staff members from the institution who are having good publication, or they are constantly giving some publication, and others consider that their major role is teaching learning only and they are not contributing on this part. So as an institute, you have to think a complete team has to perform on this particular parameter. Then the combined matrix for quality of publication. Now this parameter carries total 40 and 35. So 75 marks are there for publication and quality of publication. So 35 for publication and 40 for quality of publication. Now out of these 40 marks, they are again subdivided into 2 points. So total number of citations received for the publication in last 3 years, and total number of publication in top 25 percentile journals, like Q1 journals. So again we'll take the example here. Now last slide when I showed you, in that case Jamia Hamdard was having less mark compared to Punjab University. Punjab University was having 35 out of 35 marks for the number of publication. However, when it comes to the quality of publication, now Punjab University is having 36.19 marks only, whereas Jamia Hamdard is having 39.59 marks, though their marks were less in publication out of 35. That indicate the quality of publications by Jamia Hamdard was better. Either the quality of publication was better, or the citations for the publication made by Jamia Hamdard were more compared to the Punjab University. And again here also same strategy, same working is there, that they will consider the maximum number of citations received by the publications of that particular top institution, and accordingly the all other institutions are being rated and they get marks. Here when I say about quality of publication, so quality of publications, like there are 4 quartiles: Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4, and the Q1 quartile is having top 25 journals, a list of top 25% journal. And if your publications are in those top 25% journals, that is in Q1 quartile, then you have a chances of getting maximum marks for the quality of publication. Next is IPR and patent. So IPR and patent. So if the patent are granted, there are 10 marks. If patent are published, there are 5 marks only. Again, with the help of example, just see Jamia Hamdard number 1 marks in IPR and patent 2.5 only, and ICT at number 5, but they are having 13 marks. So that what this indicate, either the ICT Mumbai is having more number of granted patent, because granted patents are having 10 marks and published patents are having 5 marks only. So more the number of granted patents, more will be the mark for the institution in this particular criteria. The next comes to the projects, like footprints of project and professional practice, that is consultancy. Now here also there are 10 marks and these 10 marks are divided into 2 points, like projects, the funding and the consultancy. So 7.5 marks are for projects, the funding received by various funding agencies, and 2.5 marks for the consultancy being offered. Now again, understand this particular point with the help of this example. Again, I have taken Jamia Hamdard and ICT Mumbai for the comparison. Now Jamia Hamdard, they got total 35 crore rupees of funding in last 3 years, and the ICT, they got 20.31 crore of funding. However, when we see now, ICT got 20.31 crore and their marks are 8.61, and Jamia Hamdard got 35 crore and the marks are 6.91. What does indicate? Now go to the second column, just see what I have written: number of grants and consultancy project. So number of grants for Jamia Hamdard 83 and the funding agencies were 39. In case of ICT, number of grants and consultancy project 238, and the funding agencies are 161. So more the number of funding agency, more the number of small grants which contribute, which shows that institution is giving their expertise to multiple industries, to the multiple institution, and they are getting funding through different projects. There you are getting more marks. It is not like that one or two granting funding agencies are giving grant to your institution, or one or two industries you are getting some grant out of it, consultancy out of it, and you will score highest mark there. No, this particular table comparison shows that more number of projects, more number of funding agencies involved, higher will be the marks in this particular criteria. So this comes to the second point. We are coming to end of second point. Third is graduation outcome. This carries 100 marks, but the overall weightage is 0.2, that is 20%, or 20 marks in total 100 calculation. This particular point is again subdivided into 4 criteria. So combined metrics for placement, higher studies, entrepreneurship, metric for university examination, then maiden salary, and metric for number of PhD students graduated. Now, combined metrics for placement and higher studies, this formula is self-explanatory. 40 into in bracket, whatever it is, if that is coming 1, you'll be getting 40 out of 40 marks. Now, how to, means what is that 1, or what is that in the bracket? So, in the bracket, it is percentage of graduating student and percentage of graduating student placed in last 3 years, and the percentage of graduating student who took admission for the higher studies. So if this like you have an intake of 100 students, and if you are 100 students out of 100 students are being placed or they took admission for higher studies, so that number comes to 100 again. So 100 divided by 100, it comes 1. 40 into 1. So maximum number of your student should be placed or should take admission for higher studies. More the number of student placed and more the number of student going for higher studies, less is the dropout, and the chances are more. Here you need to work on, the placement team need to work on the placement of the student, and one team which is working on the competitive examination like GPAT or GRE or TOEFL or IELTS, they need to see maximum number of students who have enrolled for this particular activity are progressing, are taking admission for their higher studies. So this here you can score maximum marks. Again, the comparison I have given Jamia Ahmedabad, and the second comparison here is Naipar Hyderabad. Now just see, in case of Jamia Ahmedabad, total number of students graduated are 612, and out of 612, total number of students, this is an average of 3 years, total number of students placed and admitted for higher studies is 439. So that percentage is somewhere around 71%, 71.73. So that is why out of 40 they got 28.06 mark. Whereas Naipar, the intake is less, 359 students graduated in 3 years, and out of 359, maximum number of students are being placed or they went for higher studies, that is 354. So that 344 divided by 359 into 100, that fraction will come, that fraction into 40. So they got 37.39 marks in this particular criteria. So higher the placement, maximum number of either placement is more or number of students opting for higher studies is more, and a very less number is being drop out, then you have a more chances of getting good marks in this particular criteria. Then metrics for university examination, all of you know, if the results are more than 80%, you get maximum marks there. Then next is maiden salary. Now again here the training and placement team need to work, the complete institution need to work and see how the graduating student from our institution will get maximum salary being offered by the industry. Let's take example of Jamia Ahmedabad and Naipar Hyderabad once again here. Now maiden salary for Jamia Ahmedabad is 3.85. whereas the maiden salary for Naipur Hyderabad it is 6.18. So maiden salary is high, like 6.18 lakh per annum is the maiden salary of Naipur Hyderabad. So out of 25 marks, they got 23.86 marks. And in case of Jamia Ahmedabad, the maiden salary is 3.85 lakh only. So out of 25, they got 19.30 marks. So it is not necessary that the institution which is at the top of NIRF, which is having number 1 rank or number 2 or number 4 rank, they are having complete out of out marks in all the parameters. It's not like that. Some institution like maybe at the 10th position, 15th position, and they are good in offering maiden salary to their student. Their students are getting more higher the maiden salary compared to the top institution. So they will score maximum mark there, and that institution will be considered as a point of comparison. That institution will have maximum mark, and then other institution will be compared accordingly. Then metric for number of PhD student graduated. So it depends, like as I said, this is related to criteria 1 also in student strength. If you have a research center, if you have PhD admission, then you will be getting some marks out of 5. And if you have PhD admission, then only PhDs are being awarded. So this 20 marks is for graduated number of PhDs from your institution. If there is no research center, no PhDs coming out of the research center, you won't be getting any marks in this particular criteria. Again, example is Jamia Ahmedabad and Punjab University. So here, Jamia Ahmedabad, we have seen in the first criteria itself, maximum number of PhD admission, and they have maximum number of PhD graduated also, because the admissions are high, graduated number of PhDs are high. So 30 PhDs are graduated, and they got 20 marks in this particular criteria. So now for this criteria, for all the institution, now this 30 is a benchmarking. 30 number of PhDs graduated. So if 30 are graduated, you will be getting 20 marks. So compared to 30, if suppose my institution is having three PhD graduated under this point, so I'll be getting for 30 20 marks. So for 3 how much? So accordingly the marks are being calculated. So maximum number of PhDs should go out of your institution, and that is the advantage to the government institution and private deemed universities nowadays, that because they are having liberty to do their admissions twice a year, maximum number of PhD admissions are with them, and the graduating outcome is also very high. Next point is outreach and inclusivity. Now this criteria carries 0.1 weightage, that is 10% or 10 marks in overall ranking, and this is also again subdivided into 4 points: percentage of student from other state, other country, percentage of women, faculty and student, economically and socially challenged student, and facilities for physically challenged student. So first is percentage student from other state, other countries, total marks 30. So out of these 25 marks are for other state and 5 marks are for international students. So in many of pharmacy institutions nowadays, Pharmacy Council of India, they don't permit for international admission, at least those which are affiliated to the state universities. So we are getting 0 marks in that particular criteria. And against 25 marks, yes, it depends upon the number of other state students you are having. Take the example here again, Jamia Ahmedabad, number 1 position. Now out of 710 admissions what they are having, 327 admissions are from other state and 94 admissions are from out of India, other countries. So they are getting with the calculation 13.55 marks. However, in case of Naipur Mohali, the intake is 498, and out of 498, more than 90%, that is 458 students are from out of state. We know, like from Maharashtra, from Karnataka, from Gujarat, from Andhra, from Telangana, from every state, students are opting for Naipur Mohali. So the maximum number of other state students are with Naipur Mohali. So they are getting highest mark out of that 25, that is 24.15. Whereas now Naipur Mohali, they don't have any international student and they are getting 0 mark. So out of 30, whatever 24.15 they got, that 24.15 is only for the other state candidates they are having. And that score is more than the score of Jamia Hamdard, wherein the international students are also there. They are having 94 international students, but their score is less in other state students. Then the percentage of women, like women diversity, when we calculate, so here 15 marks are for women student and 15 marks are for women faculty. Formula is self-explanatory. 50% and more number of students, women student, you'll get 15 marks, and 20% and more number of women faculty members, you'll get 15 marks. So again here, Punjab University is having 30 out of 30 marks, wherein that means they are meeting to that particular criteria, and Jamia Hamdard is having 28.48 marks. So the total, that means somewhere either in the women student or women faculty, their percentage is less than 50, so or 20, and that is why their score is less than 30. Then economically and socially challenged students, 20 marks are there, and this 20 marks, if you want to score, 50% of students should be from economically and socially challenged background, and complete fee should be paid by the government agencies or whoever the sponsor is, and that is not the case with majority of the Indian institution, and that is why even Jamia Hamdard and ICT, their score is very less in this particular criteria. Almost all the institutions, because we go with there are some systems, we go with merit, we go with different percentage of caste reservation in the admission process. So that is why getting 50% and more students from economically and socially challenged category is not easy for any of the institution, because if they are from economically and socially challenged, and if their merits are high and they are opting for a particular institution in high number, then only they can score the number. Otherwise it is difficult to score mark in this particular criteria. Next is facilities for physically challenged student. So almost majority of the institutions are having, because that was having a mandatory requirement by AICT. So the lift is there, the ramps are there, then the what we can say toilets for the socially challenged, physically challenged student. So all those facilities majority of the institution has. But see, now here also Jamia Hamdard, they got 14 marks only, whereas the Naipar Hyderabad, they got 20 marks. That means Jamia Hamdard is having less than 80% of the facilities which are required for the physically challenged student. And the last point on the NIRF is perception. This carries 100 marks and total 10% weightage, and 10 marks out of 100. And many times I get call from many of my colleagues and many principals from various institutions also, like how to improve the perception. Now, this perception is given by the industry peers, the academic peers, the researcher, and this NIRF, they have a comprehensive list of academic experts, the industry expert, like those who can directly give them input about the quality of teaching learning process at the institution, the quality of the research at the institution, the quality of the graduates which are going out of the institution, like the top industries, their top bosses, and if they are interacting with the students of your institution and they know that this particular institution is producing good quality of graduate, then only in ranking, during giving the perception of the institution, they will give preference to your institution. So here it is not a one day activity. Here you need to have a brand building exercise. Your brand should be known by everybody from the field, not from the field, outside field also. Like in this case, perception, it is not there that only people from the pharmacy and pharmaceutical industry will give the perception about the particular institution. The other like technical institution, we come under the technical institution. So even like if suppose we have a collaboration with the engineering colleges, or we have a collaboration with the medical colleges, whatever, like either from the medical stream or from a technical scheme, and we have a collaboration and we are doing excellent in all those parameters, and when the perception being asked to those institutions, they should give preference to an institution in the ranking. So here, yes, nowadays digital media platform is there. You can whatever activities are being conducted at the institution level should be promoted through your social media platform. Let the academic peer, the industrial peer know about your institution. You can invite them to your institution for various kind of activities. You can involve them in various kind of activities, and then only they will rate your institution while giving the perception. So this is all about NIRF, because I have to cover 3 topics, and almost every topic needs complete 1 hour if I have to give a overview of that complete topic. So this is about NIRF. If anybody is having any specific question, they can drop in the chat box. After the session, I will try to address, or you can directly contact me also for that particular point. Sanjay sir or anybody is there on the opposite side? I am audible. It is going properly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
I am audible. Yeah. The next, I'll be giving you brief overview about Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievements. That is area. This Atal ranking of institution, it focuses on the innovation, its ecosystem, and the achievements thereon. So, like we have seen NIRF, there are major 5 parameters. Complete institutional parameters are being covered in NIRF. So area ranking is being introduced by Ministry of HRD and AICT in the year 2091, that is 2019, and this is particularly focusing on the innovation activity at the institution, the ecosystem which is being developed at the institution, and the achievement thereon. So the silent features of area ranking, now in case of area ranking, that is Atal ranking, there are 9 broad parameters on, and these all 9 parameters, they are further divided into sub parameters. One by one we will see, and overall score which is being calculated here is 100, and based upon the score your institutions are being ranked. So this year area ranking, they have given top 10 institution, and all other institutions were given band like excellent, performer, emerging. So they have given different bands to the institution. Every higher educational institute, like whether it is a technical institute or non-technical institute, they can participate in Atal ranking, whether they are the private institution, government institution, funded institution, private university, deemed university, autonomous institution, all are eligible to participate in this particular ranking exercise. And for this area ranking, there are total 9 parameters are there, and these 9 parameters for technical institution, the weightages are different, and for non-technical education, the weightages are different. We'll go one by one. I'll take the first point, that is developing an innovative and entrepreneurship mindset through series of activities. So this particular point for technical institution, we have 2 marks out of 100 for this, 4 marks out of 100 for this. This parameter is mainly related to activities carried out to inculcate the innovative mindset. So here, whatever number of co-curricular activities being conducted by the institution through innovation and entrepreneurship cell. So if the institution is having innovation and entrepreneurship cell, and n number of seminars, webinars, conferences, workshop activities are being conducted, so that number of activity compared to the top institution will fetch you marks out of 2. And it is not only that the activities are conducted within the institute only, that we are only involved in conducting those activities. How many number of activities related to the innovation and entrepreneurship are being attended by faculty members and students? So that carries 2 marks. So this is first point, which deals with the innovative mindset, development of innovative mindset. It is for 4 marks. The second point is teaching and learning academic program related to innovation and entrepreneurship offered by HEI. So this is mostly an administrative point, wherein how many courses are being offered related to innovation entrepreneurship. You must be aware now that MBA has, the AICT has introduced MBA program in innovation and entrepreneurship. So how many, like private universities or the government universities, they have the liberty to start with this MBA program. So whether the institution has started such kind of degree program, PG program, certification program, like which are leading to development of innovation and entrepreneurship in the student, So this particular point for higher education institution, we get 6 marks if we have started with all these programs. The third point is detailed infrastructure facilities for the promotion of innovation and entrepreneurship activities at the institution. Now here the technical institution and non-technical institution, there are same marks, 13 marks are there. And here what is expected is availability of the infrastructure facilities for carrying out various innovation and entrepreneurship activity, and it is dedicated facility they are asking for. So number of active idea innovation centers, student clubs in the institution, dedicated infrastructure, dedicated center of excellence with advanced tools and equipment, more than 1,000 square feet, existence of IPR cell, IPR or patent filing or technology transfer, the facilitation by the institution, then number of dedicated staff being appointed for innovation and entrepreneurship cell. Majority of private institution, these are like we have all these activity, but we assign one of the faculty member to conduct all these activity, whereas the expectations are they want a separate faculty, a separate team, a separate infrastructure, separate machinery to execute these innovative and entrepreneurship ideas, and there they give maximum marks, that is 13 marks. The fourth is generation of innovative ideas with the support of HEI and recognition received. So how many numbers of innovative idea are being generated through the innovation entrepreneurship cell of the institute? They are being and their outcome, their implementation and recognition by the industry. So again, for this particular point, there are 13 marks, and they are expecting number of innovations in technology readiness level, like whether what is the level of innovation at your institution, whether it is just at the lab level or can be transferred to the industry, can be scale up, or it is a ready technology transfer kind of thing, that the innovation can be readily accepted by the industry and they can float a product into the market. So based upon the readiness of technology transfer, technology level being developed at the institution will score mark over here. Then the fifth one is venture established with the support of HEI and recognition received. So number of startups or entrepreneurship ventures being established by the student, by the faculty members, by the alumni of the institution, which are being facilitated by the HEI or entrepreneurship development cell or incubation cell or research park which is being developed in the campus. So that carries 4 marks for this here. The number of startup with CIN or entrepreneurial venture with GST number. So just registering a company, a LLP or a private limited company, and if they are not into the business, so they will not have CIN number or GST number, and they want to see whether that startup what you are talking about, or the activity wherein the technology transfer is being done, whether that is being percolated to the ground or not, whether that is being percolated and executed in the market or not. So based upon that, the institutions are scored. Then number of faculty as a founder or co-founder with dean number, the director identification number. So whether the startup innovation incubation cell, the entrepreneurship cell of the institution has provided that particular platform wherein the faculty members are also coming with their ideas, and they are establishing some startup with the help of student or on their own, and they have registered some companies and they are having dean number with them, and a startup with annual turnover of 50 lakhs or more, they are being considered for scoring. So here in case of technical institution, 12 marks are there for this particular criteria. So they want that the institution has provided all the facilities, like the institution is having separate infrastructure, the lab for the conduct of innovation and entrepreneurship activity, the faculty members are there, the team, complete office team is there, the facilities are being provided. Now all these facilities, whether they are converted into some ventures, whether some startups are being started, whether the startup are being started by the faculty member, or startup are being started by the student or the alumni of the institution, or some collaborators, some partners, and that shows the effectiveness of that particular facility which is being created for the entrepreneurship development, innovation and entrepreneurship development, and there you get marks for this activity. Then the next point is angel and VC fund or investment mobilized to support innovation and startup. Now this is again divided into 2 points. Either the venture funding is there or the collaborative activities are there. So again here there are 10 marks, 5 for each point, and this is like they are expecting whether there are whatever now the facilities are there. Through the facilities there are some innovations. Those innovations are now channelized through the startups. Now in those startups, whether somebody has invested funds or not, so there are angel investors, whether they have provided some funds. Now these angel investors, where they put in money but they don't ask for like any equity, their share is not there, they are just giving funding like a kind of loan or support to the startup. Whereas venture capitalists, they expect some equity through that startup. So whether such kind of involvement of the industry is there or not, whether the startup which are being developed are funded through some angel investor or some through the venture capitalists, so that is being measured here, and based upon the performance on this particular parameter, then the scoring is given to the institution. Then the seventh is intellectual property which is being generated. So here maximum marks, 19 marks are there for a technical institution. They are expecting copyrights, they are expecting design rights, they are expecting patents filed and published, patents granted, technology being transferred. So now this point is any as such again related with the NIRF ranking. See, in NIRF also they are expecting the patent published, patent granted, technology transferred through the way of collaboration, through the way of consultancy, through the way of projects, and the funding which is being generated. So there is a synergy between all these ranking framework. So now this particular point is they are expecting the how much intellectual property is being generated through that startup, through that innovation and entrepreneurship cell. So whatever number of patents granted, published, number of patent copyrights, number of design patent being applied, so all those things, outcome of the startups, outcome of the innovative ideas which are being developed in that innovation entrepreneurship cell, so that is being considered over here. Next is the budget, that is annual expenditure spent towards the innovation and entrepreneurship activities. Now on budgeting also here, there are two parameters. One is annual budget on promoting and supporting innovation and extension entrepreneurship activities. So 8 marks are there. And second one is the budget which is like total grants, fundings which are being received for this innovation incubation activity, so that for that 6 marks are there. So budgeting, many a time we expect that yes, for startup, innovation, incubation, all these activity we should get some funding from the external agency, and that funding will help us to grow. No, what they are expecting from the institution nowadays, the institution, the universities, the private universities, the autonomous institution, that the institution should have some provision of funding for all these activities. They should put in their money, and that ecosystem should be developed, and then through that ecosystem you can apply for various funding agencies and you can get funding out of that. So they have given balance. This scoring is here is based upon how much being received or generated and how much being invested by the organization. So 8 and 6 marks are there for this particular criteria. And the ninth is participation of higher education institute in innovation and entrepreneurship initiative of Ministry of Education. So whether you have adopted the national policy for innovation and startup, whether the establishment of IIC is done at the institution, whether the training of innovation ambassador is done, whether the participation in smart hackathon, smart India hackathon is there, whether some registration of startups and technologies are being facilitated through Yukti 2.0, Young India Combating COVID with Knowledge, Technology and Innovation. This is a portal of MIC, uh, Ministry of Education, Ministry. So this, whether you are enrolled or not, and then participation of students from the higher education in National Education Alliance of Technology, NEAT courses. So whether your students are being participating in the courses which are developed for innovation and entrepreneurship. So all these activities, involvement of the institution in various central government, state government, university, affiliated university activities will fetch mark to this particular criteria, and this criteria carries 9 marks. So there are total 100 marks, and out of 100 marks, institutions are being ranked, and the top institutions which are having highest mark 1 to 10 ranking is being declared, and other are kept up in different bands, excellent performer, emerging kind of thing, and you have a scope to improve every year here. Like this framework is as such very easy to understand. If you go through all the guidelines, all individual criteria, important is execution, how it is being executed at the institute level, that is to be seen, and the parameters where we can put in maximum efforts and we can achieve maximum score should be identified, and accordingly institution should go ahead with this Atal ranking exercise. And if you want to promote research and innovation at your institution, there are major 9 points where you should focus: funding of research, whether internal funding or external funding; infrastructure for the research, whether developed by the institutional funding or through the funding received from outside agencies, industries, organization; the manpower for the research. You should have a dedicated team, dedicated manpower for conducting this innovation and research activities; policies for the research, the institution should have some policies for the research; incentives for the research. Many a time we expect that faculty and students should perform, but if there are no incentives given for the activities which are being conducted, so for long term sustainability is not there. So some kind of motivation, some kind of incentive should be there, and that should be through a policy, a particular policy should be there. Then you should promote collaborative research, participate with collaborate with different national and international institutions, industry partners. Then contextual need based research, what research you are doing, either it is just a core science, adding value to the science, or it is of the societal need, that should also be given thought. Accordingly the research program should be developed. Transnational research, the research which can be technology transfer, what we are talking about, that should be there. And integrity and ethics in the research. So institution should have policies for all these things. The institution where the research centers are there, where the full-time PhD programs are there, majority of them, they have this thing in place, their policies are there. And the upcoming institution, the new institution, the emerging institution, the promising institution, they can develop all these policies. And these policies, if they are being followed over the period of time for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, ultimately this will help for the overall development of the student, faculty member and the institution, and the institute will emerge as one of the best institution in the country. So this is about the second criteria. And coming to the last part, AICTE CI survey of industry linked technical institution. I have another 10-15 minutes. Rishi Pathak sir.
Yes, sir.
I can take 15 more minutes.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Last part is AICTE CI survey of industry linked technical institution. Now here there are major 6 parameters: governance, curriculum, faculty, infrastructure, research and placement. Now this AICTE CI survey, it is being jointly conducted by CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industries, with AICTE. So AICTE is promoting this survey to check the interaction, the collaboration of the institution with the industry, the partnership of the institution with the industry, what level of partnership is there, and where the involvement of the industry people are there in the institutional activity. So major 6 criteria are there. and almost all technical institutions which are being approved by AICTE can take part in this particular activity. As I said, there are 6 parameters, and 6 parameters have different weightage, and their maximum score is also given. For degree institution and diploma institution, it is different. So there are like 6 parameter governance 10%, but against 10% out of 100, the maximum score is 7 only. Curriculum 20%, 17 is the maximum score. For faculty 20%, but 29 is the maximum score. And infrastructure 10%, 10 is the score. Now, how this score is being calculated for our institution? I'll give one example. Say our institution got 4 marks in governance. So now this 4 is divided by the maximum mark. So what is the maximum marks for this governance? 7. So 4 by 7 into weightage is 10%. So 10, 4 by 7 into 10 is equal to 5.71. So the institution is having score in governance criteria is 5.71 if they are scoring 4 marks, because 4 mark is further multiplied by the maximum score and then by the weightage, and that weightage is different for different parameters, and the score is also like you will be getting different score for individual parameter. Now, which are the 6 parameter and what they are considering here? So first is governance. So these parameters, like in case of governance, what they want: involvement of industrial personnel in statutory bodies of the institute. So which are the statutory bodies of the institute? Now, institution is having governing council, that is board of governance or governing council. Advisory council is there. College development committee is there. There are innovation incubation cell is there. IQAC is there. So whichever body of your institution is taking decision, so decision making body or a policy making body, so that body, in that committee, how many industry people are directly involved, that is in the governments of, because if that particular committee or a body is framing the policies for your institution and the industry personnel is directly involved in the policy making of the institution, you will get good marks in the governance. Second comes curriculum. In case of curriculum, they are expecting at what level the involvement of industry personnel is there in curriculum development and delivery also. Like number of companies providing industrial training internship, number of industrial visit, percentage of visiting faculty from the industry compared to the core faculty, number of industry guest lectures, seminar conducted, and incremental change in curriculum in last 2 years. So with respect to curriculum, whether it is designing of the curriculum or delivery of the curriculum, where is the involvement of industry personnel, to what extent it is there? So whether they are conducting guest lectures or they are teaching some particular topics, or 50% sharing is there from the in-house faculty and the industry faculty, level of their involvement will decide the marks here. Then third comes faculty. So involvement of faculty in industry linkages. Now this parameter is having maximum mark, and how the faculty members can contribute for this particular parameter: percentage of faculty members who provided training or lectures to the industry personnel, percentage of faculty members who are on the board of industry, advisory member, academic council member, statutory on different statutory university bodies, number of days of refresher courses provided by faculty to the industry executive, number of days of program attended, training received by faculty from the industry, number of faculty patent, design, other IPR except copyright of books in collaboration with the industry, percentage change in the number of patent filed and granted in last 2 years. After the involvement of industry personnel, is there any change? Is there any incremental number is there? And joint publication by the faculty and the industry expert. So faculty has maximum role to play here. Their collaboration with the industry with respect to research project, with respect to consultancy, with respect to patent, with respect to copyright, with respect to the publication, all this jointly with the industry, involvement of the industry expert, faculty giving training to the industry people giving training to the faculty member. How many such kind of activities are being conducted that gives marks in this particular criteria. Next one, 4, is the infrastructure. This parameter assesses the availability of the infrastructure for developing the industrial linkages. So mostly majority of the institution is having that infrastructure facilities available. Then research and consultation. So again, this parameter is correlated with NIRF also here. Number of contractual research projects assigned to the institute by the industry, technology transferred to the industry, number of consultancy advisory services provided to industry. A industry extension lab is being set up in your institution. Tie up with the industry with respect to analysis of your sample. Whatever way you can collaborate in terms of research with the industry expertise you are using for the development of research facility. So that parameter being considered, those points are being considered here while giving the score. The next one is the placement. Number of companies with the stream specialization, specific job profile coming to the campus, number of students being offered placement through the campus, number of students offered job in their particular specialization, specific stream, student being who opted for self-employment, social, they have started their own social enterprise, contribution of the industry institute in setting up a company, in starting a consultancy firm, your MOUs with the industry, train and hire model with the industries, expert from the industry coming and conducting the mock interviews for your student. N number of activities can be carried out in this criteria, and that will help the institution to score maximum marks here. This point is only for the diploma institute, that is service oblique projects and skill development. So because diploma is a skill development activity, so number of person trained under skill development program with industry partners, number of project done for social responsibility and community development with industry participation, and revenue generated. So how to promote industrial interaction? So as an institute, you need to have a industry institute partnership cell. Majority of the institutions are having these. These are the general guidelines I am giving. So if you don't have a industry institute partnership cell, go for it. Then through that industry institute partnership cell, sign the memorandum of understanding MOU between the industries and the institution with see how strategically we can utilize the industrial facility for the development of the student, for the development of the faculty, and for the development of the research activity, placement activity of the institution. Then organize workshop, conferences and symposia jointly with the industries, guest lecture from the industry personnel, guest lecture for the industry people, arranging visit of the staff to the industry, professional consultancy to the industry, then industrial testing by faculty and technician at the site or in our lab, then joint research program with the faculty member and the people from the industry, short term assignment to the faculty member in the industry. Like I always say, like majority of the pharmacy institution, mostly all teachers, like they never they only in third year or fourth year BPharm a 10 or 15 days industrial training is there, and thereafter no industrial training is being taken up by the faculty member. Every faculty should take minimum 1 week to 15 days industrial training, either at least in once in 2 years. That will give them the actual insight what industry, the way in which the industry is working, and what changes we need to do at our institution level. Then visiting faculty professors from the industries, R&D labs sponsored by the industries, scholarship, fellowship by the industry to the students of the institution, practical training of the student in various industries, or the training of industry people at your institution on the advanced instrumentation. So this is how we can promote the industry institute interaction, and if these activities are being conducted, they will help in overall development of the institution and in achieving the ranking at various ranking forum or frameworks. And this is a disclaimer from my side that whatever the data and calculation explained, that is just for the presentation or illustration purpose only, and these are my views. I don't know whether the NIRF and Atal ranking and AICTE survey ranking, they are, whether they are calculating in the same way, but this is my opinion, and I have practically worked out on this part how exactly the scoring is being done, and I have tried to give that insight to all of you, but not necessary that 100% I may be correct. Somewhere the actual calculations may be in a different way and I have presented in a different way. So just take it for your understanding, and I feel whatever value I can add in this 1 hour, I have tried my best to deliver. And if anybody who are attending this particular session, if you need any kind of further explanation, kind of guidance in this ranking framework, you can definitely contact me. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity once again, and this is from my end. Do we have time to take some questions, or questions can be taken up later on?
Yes, yes, we will have a question answer session, sir.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing, and I really apologize because I was not able to make it full screen. So maybe it may be difficult for some of you to visualize what actually I was explaining.
It's okay, sir. It's okay. So thank you so much, sir, for this excellent session. Sir has discussed various parameters in NIRF and CII survey and area. Some case studies sir has discussed. Some calculations also sir has discussed. So it is a very well the discussion for some faculty who is new to all these systems. Sir, can we take some questions?
Yes, yes.
So there are a few questions. Can you highlight on a difference between the accreditation and the ranking to the institute?
Accreditation and
ranking.
Yes. See, now this ranking is every year exercise, and accreditation, see, there are two accrediting bodies are there: NAC accreditation and NBA accreditation. So NAC accreditation is for overall institution. So almost all, like B.Pharm, M.Pharm and PhD program, they get accredited through NAC. NBA is a program specific accreditation. So like B.Pharm specifically, you go for accreditation, or for M.Pharm. And ranking is on, like, it is an every year exercise wherein they have given specific parameter, and they want to see the growth of the institution, the performance of the institution on these specific parameters only. So in NIRF, as we have discussed, there are 5 parameters. In case of Atal ranking, there are 9 parameters. In case of your AICTE CII survey, there are 6 parameters. So year on year, you have to see what incremental growth is there in the performance of the institution, the faculty member and the student in this ranking exercise.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is another question, sir. Can you tell us regarding financial framework required for the NIRF ranking improvement or the NIRF ranking?
See, in case of financial, like what they are expecting, it is like this is in TLR first criteria. There are 20 marks for this particular financial utilization. So they are expecting, if you are having 100 rupees earning through the tuition fee, if 100 rupees is coming, 75 rupees should go for the operational cost. Yes. The salary, the recurring expenses, the academic expenses, enrichment of academic activities and all. And 25% should go for the capital expenditure. So whatever facilities, the infrastructure we talk about, the furniture part, the instrument part, so capital wherein we get depreciation. So 25% on that and 75% on the operational expenses.
Okay. There is another question, sir. In context with this COVID pandemic, how it can impact on the NRF performance?
See, COVID pandemic, like it is for everybody throughout world. It was there, right? So some with majority of the institution for certain period of time, the activities were hampered. So that is for
Yes.
everybody. So proportionately, it will impact. But okay, like funding, research funding. Now the government priority was different, so
Yes.
very few institutions they got funding in this particular period. Then with respect to consultancy, it is like if you have something ongoing that is being carried out, but tapping new consultancy opportunities was difficult during the COVID period. Like you were not able to go to any of the industry or not able to interact, or experimental part was also difficult. So almost in all parameters, it will be the impact will be common to majority of the institution, all the institution.
Okay, okay. So in continuation with this, there is a last question. So are there some changes in the accreditation rules due to this COVID pandemic?
No, not at present.
Okay,
Not
okay.
at
Okay.
present. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I appeal all the delegates, if you have some specific queries, you can contact individually to the respected sir.
Yeah.
Okay, with this, I thank once again Dr. Chitlange sir, who has spared valuable time for us for guiding all these important aspects. I request sir to accept our digital token of appreciation in the form of this certificate, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, and it was my
Okay.
pleasure. Yeah, and I hope that I have added some value to the session.
Definitely, sir, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay,
May I
okay.
leave now?
Yes, sir, sure, sure. Okay. So with this, I'll hand over this session to my colleague, Mr. Savan sir, for the second session. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Moving towards the second session for this new age educational standards for teachers. The second session, for the second session, we have a resource person, that is Dr. Rani Kankate madam, who is working as assistant professor at MET's Institute of Pharmacy. For as an introductory part, ma'am have completed her graduation from D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmacy and post-graduation from NDMVP College of Pharmacy. Ma'am have completed her PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru Technical University, Hyderabad. Presently, ma'am is working as assistant professor at MET's Institute of Pharmacy for the past 14 years. During this, ma'am have guided 18 MPharm scholars in their research projects. Ma'am have received grant of around 3.1 lakh rupees from BCUD Savitribai, that is from Savitribai Phule Pune University. Ma'am have total of 23 research publications and 1 patent to her credits, and have presented 32 papers in the national and international conferences. Ma'am is a life member of APTI. Ma'am have actively participated in establishment of the Institution Innovation Council by the MHRD's ministry. During this council was established during the academic year 2017-18 in the institute. From there on, ma'am is involved into development of the council as a convener of the council, and during this, ma'am have organized various activities for the development of entrepreneurial culture amongst the students by organizing various entrepreneurship development camps, various guest lectures, various industrial visits. So hereby I request Dr. Rani Kankate ma'am to guide everyone of us, guide all the participants regarding the establishment of Institution Innovation Council, the role of MIC, that is Ministry of Education's Innovation Council, and Government of India in the establishment of the IIC. Ma'am, can you please guide us all?
A very good afternoon to one and all. Thank you, Sawan sir, for your kind introduction and nice words. I would like to thanks our patron and supporter, Honorable Dr. Shefali Bhujbal ma'am, the Chief Administrator of Bhujbal Knowledge City, respected Principal Dr. Sanjay Shirsagar sir, and Faculty Development Program Coordinator Dr. Mureshwar Patil sir, and Dr. Gitanjali Devkar ma'am for giving me this opportunity. I, Professor Rani Kankate, welcome you all in Faculty Development Program on New Age Educational Standard for Teachers, organized by IQAC SAIL of Med Institute of Pharmacy, Bhujbal Knowledge City, in support with APTI. It is every innovator and entrepreneur dream to convert his idea to startup and then idea to prototype and then into a startup. However, the idea to prototype journey needs a finance, mentoring, and getting these all things during conversion of idea to prototype. This is the really toughest phase. Rarely someone gets an opportunity with the government itself or some private other corporate facility through get support for conversion of this idea to prototypes. So this MHRD Innovation Cell has taken initiative and provided platform to innovators through this Institution Innovation Council, and this is really a today's need. Thanks for MHRD SAIL for taking such a great initiative. So in my today's presentation, I'm going to discuss what is Institution Innovation Council, what is MHRD Innovation Council, how to establish it, different features of Institution Innovation Council portal, then how to use it, and then glimpses of various programs and scheme for Institution Innovation Council institution. So first let's see what is IIC. So this IIC is Institution Innovation Council. This is an initiative of MHRD for selected higher educational institution, and it is established in an institute to promote the innovation in the institute. Institution Innovation Council established, it will help to higher education institute in planning, channelizing, and organizing the various activity throughout the year in the areas of innovation, entrepreneurship, intellectual property rights, to sensitize, motivate the students to pursue the innovation and startup during their academics. Med Institute of Pharmacy has established Institution of Innovation Council in 2018-19 under the guidance of MHRD Innovation Cell. Here I have shown the logo of Institution Innovation Council. It is the abstractions of the letter I. Here you will find that the blue and yellow color stroke represent the letter I, and C color stroke represent the letter C, and the IIC logo itself denote it is a people, teamwork and networking. You will find in this higher education institute, this IIC really help for providing the platform to the young talents, faculties for conversion of idea to prototypes. Now we will see what is MIC. MIC is Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. Initially, it is MHRD Innovation Cell. Nowadays, it is renamed as Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. The objective of MIC is to create the complete ecosystem which will promote the culture of innovation across the educational institutes, from idea generation to pre-incubation, then to incubation, and finally graduating from incubator as a successful startup. Ultimately, this initiative of MIC will be helpful for our nation to secure good position in global innovation ranking in next 2 to 3 years. Major focus of this Institution Innovation Council is to create energetic local innovation ecosystem in the institute itself, then to support entrepreneurship, to support the activity related to entrepreneurship, to support the startup development in-house in the institute, and ultimately all these activity will be helpful or will prepare the institute for ARIA ranking, which is very well explained by Dr. Sohan Chitlange sir in a previous session. Then this IIC is also helpful for establishment of ecosystem of pre-incubation of ideas through entrepreneurship development cell. Also, this various activity which we are carried out under the umbrella of this Institution Innovation Council will helpful for students, faculty or the members of IIC to develop their cognitive skill, creative thinking, design thinking, which will be ultimately helpful for conversion of idea to prototype. Then role of Institution Innovation Council. Institution Innovation Council play a vital role for conducting the various activities in institute which is related to entrepreneurship development, and it is in a time bound fashion, means we have to conduct the activity throughout the year. It should not be seasonal, and these activities we have to conduct according to the institution innovation calendar activity, which we prepare that quarterly plan. We have to conduct according to it. Then we have to reward the innovations in our institute. Whatever the ideas from the students, faculties we are getting in our institute, we have to identify that idea, we have to recognize it, we should reward it, so other students can get motivated, will get motivated from this system, and tell that students who invented that idea to share their success stories to the students. So the steps of their success stories will get, when he or she will share with the other students, will helpful to other students. So through this IIC, throughout the year, we have to organize various workshops, seminars, webinars, then different sessions by successful entrepreneurs, innovators, their success story. So throughout this session, we will able to help to create a mentor pool in our institute. So through these coordinations or through this event, our student and faculty will get guidance from expert panel of maybe industry, other collaborative agencies. And again, throughout this activity, our network is also built up with the different agencies, industries, other academic institutes. Also, whatever activity we are creating in our institute or whatever activity we are conducting for the students in our institute, we have to upload on a portal. For that, we have to prepare an institution innovation portal of institute where we have to upload all these data related to innovative project, innovative ideas, their startup, their success story, so other student can get easily or can access that data related to entrepreneurship development. Then we have to organize hackathons, idea competitions, these different types of competitions we have to organize with the involvement of industries, because when we collaborate with industry, we can able to know the actual scenario, what was the problems in a society, so we can work out or we can expose the student through this platform to these problems, so they can work on that to find a solution. So we have to conduct this activity by collaborating with the industry. Next is Institution Innovation Council portal. MHRD Innovation Cell has created a comprehensive portal for IIC Institute. So the institutions having Institution Innovation Council has given login access. After their registration procedure, they will get login access to this IIC portal, and through this portal they can manage their institute activities, council details. After conducting activities, they can upload the report of this activity on these portals. Then that uploaded report will be get verified by a zonal in charge. Then he will review that reports and allow the score according to our activity. Whatever the notifications, grievances which related to IIC, we can check on these IIC portals. In detail, I will show you each feature of this IIC portal. So first steps of Institution Innovation Council is registration. So first we have to enroll our institute on this IIC portal. For that, we have to go to the web. We have to click on the website of MHRD, that is iic.mic.government.in. On that website, we have to complete the registration procedure. Here I have shown the screenshot of this portal registration procedure. Then after registration, we will get a next window that we have to enter our AISHE code. So when we put this our AISHE code, our institute information will be generated automatically. So every institute, when they are doing registration, we just have to complete our institute registration procedure, and when we put down AISHE code, the complete information will be appear on this IIC portal. And whatever ID provided during registration procedure, that will be our credential for future login, that we have to use same user ID and password for further procedure of IIC. Means whatever activity we are conducting in our institute, after conducting that activity, we have to upload the reports and all this remaining procedure we have to apply for different scheme. So for that we require this registration details. And now here the registration procedure is complete. After registration, our complete application will goes towards the IIC zonal in charge through this portal. Then the zonal in charge will approve the procedure of registration. In every in country near about 8 zones are there, and in for each zone separate zone in charge is there, and above this zonal in charge national coordinator is there. So this zonal in charge will cooperate us if we have some query related to registration, or if we have query regarding the uploading process, or we have doubt some application of new scheme. So in that process they will guide us. After registration procedure completion, we have to form a council on this MHRD portal. So before forming this council, we have to nominate president for IIC. So HOI of the institute will nominate this president, and after nominating the president will appoint the remaining IIC members. So here I have shown the example of our institute IIC council just for reference. So this IIC council, the council is made up of internal faculty member, external expert members and students, and these members are appointed by the president. President will constitute this council, and he or she, the president, will responsible for ensuring this quarterly council meeting, further planning of this IIC activities. So after the president and vice president, convener will be the immediate point of contact. Then convener will provide help all related to the activity which we are conducting throughout the year in a coordination of president and vice president. Next is ARIA coordinator. Whatever activity we are conducting in institution innovation council, throughout whatever we are getting outcome, that will be reflecting in this ARIA ranking. So for that, this ARIA coordinator will help us for the activity which we are conducting, and basically the activity which is related to innovations and startup. Next is NRF coordinator. Again, this ARIA coordinator, NRF coordinator, they, apart from their ranking work, they will help in IIC the activity which is related to innovation and research. For conducting such activities, they will give their valuable suggestion, inputs, how to conduct these activities. Then next is internship coordinator. Now internship coordinator will help us to arrange the student internships in a startup. So the student will get exposed with the various startup ecosystems, real life challenges, whatever whenever they visit the industries, they can able to observe these real life challenges in a startup, and they can able to know the success story behind it. So all these activity will be coordinated through this internship coordinator. Next is innovation activity coordinator. He or she will be responsible for innovation promote activities related to promotion of innovation in institutes. Next is social media coordinator. Now the social media coordinator will promote or will share the activities on social media related to Institution Innovation Council, which we are conducting for entrepreneurship and startup development. So that activity will be shared on Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram. That will be done by this social media coordinator. Next is startup activity coordinator. The startup activity coordinator promote the startup generation or motivate the students to convert their idea to prototype. So he will be give support to student in this startup development procedure. Next is IPR activity coordinator. The IPR activity coordinator create the awareness about IPR through arranging the different sessions in an institute related to patent filing or how to protect the inventions through their different workshops, seminars, and mentor the students in this case. Then we are in this institution innovation council, according to MHRD guidelines, we are appointing the expert members from different industry. Then also we are assigning one as a patent agent. They will give their valuable suggestions, inputs to us for arranging the IPR related activity, how to arrange it, who will be the expert, who will be guide the students. So regarding that, they will guide us. Then alumni entrepreneur of institutes, the students who having successful startup, so we can call them to share their success story to their juniors, to motivate them. Then next is industry persons. In a different, as I have shown in a function of IIC, we have to arrange a different problem identification competition, ideathon competition. So during arranging such a conference and competitions, we need a support. So we have to collaborate with the industry. So for this work, we require industry association. Then investor, again for conversion of idea to prototype and then to the startup, we require the knowledge of finance. We should aware the students what are the different funding schemes, how to approach them, how to draft the proposal to them. So regarding that, we require the help of investors. So investor coordinator will help us in this process. And next, last one is regarding incubation. So whatever invention is there in our campus, that we have to incubate, we have to move up to the startup phase. So for that we require incubation support. So how to do that, how to set up the incubation? So for that again we required a mentor for that. So again in that we have appointed Hiram Sahasra Buddhe sir in our incubation center body. Next is the last and most important point in council formation is students, because students are main points in institution innovation council, because they are directly help the students to carry out all the institution innovation council activity, and these students will help, or the students will help for this procedure of institution innovation council for conducting this activity, as well as their leadership skill will be developed throughout this event of IIC, and also they will get well acquainted with the event management throughout the system of IIC. So we have to appoint the students on this IIC. So for that we have created a Google form, and before creating the Google form we have given orientation session to students. What is the IIC? What's the importance of IIC, and how IIC will help you for development? So after that, we created Google form and interested candidate selected on this Institution Innovation Council. Next, here I have shown the screenshot for various social accounts of MHRD whenever we are conducting the activity. As I told you earlier that the social media coordinator will share the brochure of that activity or tag the brochure of this activity on this social media account of MHRD, which is there on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. After a successful establishment and complete registration procedure, we get establishment certificate from MHRD. Here I have shown example of our institute, that is establishment certificate. After complete procedure, the zonal in charge will review that procedure and will give approval for establishment of the IIC in that higher education institute. After council formation, MHRD MIC cell prescribes an annual activity calendar for Institution Innovation Council. In Institution Innovation Council calendar, we find here a 4 quarter is there. Means total 12 months calendar, it is divided into the 4 quarters, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. So they have divided 2 quarter in one semester. In one semester, we have to complete 2 quarters. And each quarter, they have given near about 1 to 7 activities. So among these 7 activity, as we have seen, apart from our academic, if we have to arrange the extra activity, so it is quite a tedious job, but we have to do it for the betterment of students. So whichever activity feasible to us, that we can shortlist from this activity. It is not mandatory to cover all the activity, but minimum 3 activity we have to complete in each quarter. And again, you will find that in all these activities, this webinar, workshops, symposium, then you will find that awareness, entrepreneurship awareness camps, field visit, all are designed for the development of the students, faculty, for their conversion of idea to prototype, to get support through this activity for their startup development. So you will find that after these 4 quarter planning, which is there in IIC calendar, then we have to conduct council meeting. Once the council is formed with roles and responsibilities assigned by the president of IIC council, we have to conduct the council meeting before starting of each quarter. In all 4 quarters, before implementing the quarterly plan, we have to conduct the council meeting. So every quarter, all members of IIC will meet and discuss the progress of previous quarter. Then they will discuss the agenda of that particular quarter and also devise the activity plan for next quarter. Members have to select, IIC members have to select minimum prescribed activity from IIC calendar, which I have shown in a previous slide, that 4 quarter plan provided by MHRD. From that plan, we have to select at least 3 activity in a 1 quarter to get at least 50% weightage. If we want to more score, we have to go beyond that minimum prescribed activities. So after this IIC activity, we have to conduct also some self-driven activities. Apart from this Institution Innovation Council calendar activities those related to the IPR, innovation and entrepreneurship. So we have to plan this IIC activity as well as self-driven activity in this council meeting. And after that, discussions with these all activities, after taking the suggestions from experts, then we have to prepare a proper quarterly plan. And after preparing that quarterly plan, along with minutes of meeting, we have to upload on this IIC portal. Here I have shown the screenshot where we have to upload it. So we have to upload the photo of our council meeting, we have to upload the minutes of meeting, we have to upload the quarterly plan, as well as we have to upload the resolution. So how to prepare that resolution? For that, again, MHRD cell has provided the template. In that form, we have to put down our resolution after meeting. Then that we have to sign by President, HOI, and all the IIC member, those who were present for IIC meeting. Then after that, after signing, again we have to scan it and then upload on this council meeting portal. After the council meeting is over, whatever quarter plan we have finalized, then according to that, we have to conduct the activities in our institute. So basically, these activity which we are going to conduct under this IIC, it is categorized into 4 types. That is IIC calendar activity, then MIC driven activity, self driven activity, and celebration days activity. What is the IIC calendar activity? Just I have shown in a previous slide that IIC calendar, that is 12 months and 4 quarter calendar. In that they have mentioned all activities. Among that we have to select that activity and conduct that activity according to the planning that will come under this category of Institution Innovation Council activity. Next is MIC driven activity. So what is this MIC driven? Again, it is MHRD Innovation Cell driven activity. MIC cell time to time will upload the activity on IIC portal. So IIC cell have to attend that activity. Again, these activities are organized by MIC cell in a collaboration with different organization and government for the betterment of the entrepreneurs. So these activities we have to attain, and again we have to prepare report according to the format provided on MHRD portal. Next one is a self-driven activity. As I told you earlier, these are the activity which conducted by institute apart from these IIC calendar activity, but it should be related to the area like innovation, then IPR, entrepreneurship, and startup only. These activity will become under the category of self-driven activity. And again, if we want to score more, we have to conduct more activities in this category. Then last one is a celebration day activity. The celebration day activity, it is first time now introduced. It was not there in a previous IIC activities. It is first time introduced in a 4.0 calendar. This celebration day, in that we have IIC institution has to celebrate some important days in an institute to create awareness about the science, innovation, entrepreneurship, IPR to the students. It is expected that each and every IIC institute should celebrate at least one day in one quarter. There are a number of days are there. If we see the schedule which is provided on MHRD site, they have provided minimum 3 to 4 days in each quarter. So among that, we can celebrate at least one day along with these IIC, MIC and self-driven activities. The days will be like different days, like as National Innovation Day, then World Entrepreneurship Day, then National Technology Days, then World IPR Day. So like this important day, we have to celebrate in our institute for creating awareness among the students. After planning the activities which in the IIC Council, then after conducting or executing these activities in institute, we have to prepare its report and then have to upload on the IIC portal. So on this IIC portal, there are different tabs are there for uploading to this activity. Again, we have to log in by using the login credential which were get during registration procedure. and then we have to upload the activity in that respective categories. So when we click on that activity tab, 4 tab will open. One is for IIC calendar activity, another will be for MIC driven, next will be for self driven activity, and the last will be for my activity calendar tab. So all 4 tab will be pop up when we click on my activity tab, and then we have to upload the report. So how to upload the report? So after planning the activities in quarterly plan, we have to add that activity through this my activity tab. So it will come under the tab of my activity calendar, and then we have to click on that activity. For example, we have shortlisted the activity like sharing the story of successful entrepreneurs, or we have conducted the workshop on entrepreneurship development sale. So that activity tab will be open here. Then we have to go on this tab, my activity calendar. Then after clicking that activity, we will get this option. As I have shown the screenshot over here, we will get a different tabs. Over that tab, we have to first upload the report. Again, we have to prepare the report according to the template provided on MHRD sites. After preparing that report, we have to upload here. Then we have to add complete data related to that, all social media sharing links where we have shared the brochure of that activity. Then we have to share the screenshot if we are conducted online sessions, photos. Then if it is offline, that photos we have to upload on this IIC portal. After this planning, execution, and uploading these reports to the IIC portal, next will be a scoring mechanism. Depending of our data or the way which we have conducted the activity, the IIC will allot the score to each institutes. So you will find that the 4-quarter activity will be there. Each quarter is for 25 marks. So total is of 100 marks will be divided throughout this IIC activity for whole year, and these score will be reflected in the form of star. So to score more or to reward more, again, as I told you earlier, we have to conduct more activity than the prescribed activity. Then how actually the scoring mechanism of Institution Innovation Council, or how they distribute the score in a different activity. So MIC sale has given major weightage to the IIC calendar activities. They have given 50% marks to the IIC calendar activity, which we are conducted according to the planning and which is there in IIC calendar. Then apart from that IIC, which we have conducted at our institute level, that is a self-driven activity that having 30% weightage. And next one is MIC driven activity, the different activity which is uploaded on MHRD portal that we have to attend time to time, and then for that activity we will get 10% weightage. And last is that is a celebration day activity, as I have shown you in a previous slide, the important day celebration. After celebrating that day, we have to again prepare report of it. We have to upload on this IIC portal. For that, we will get 10% weightage. So total 100% will be divided into all these 4 types of activities. So you will find that minimum activities as minimum activities for IIC in each quarter, we have to conduct 3 activity in 1 quarter. So near about 12 activity we have to conduct in 1 year for IIC. Again, for self-driven also each quarter we have to conduct minimum 3 activities. So again 12 self-driven activity throughout the year, 3 into 4 quarter. So 12 IIC activity, 12 self-driven activity, and MIC driven. It is not a minimum activity. Whatever activity they are going to upload, that we have to attend. There is no such a specific number for MIC driven activity. And last one is the celebration day activity. In that, at least minimum one day should be we have to celebrate in each quarter. So 4 days will be required throughout the year. So 4 celebration days, 12 self-driven activities, and 12 IIC calendar activity should be required for scoring in IIC. So after this uploading procedure of reports, we will get a performance card. After it reviving, when it is revised by and after checking of zonal in charge, they will check or revise our activities. They have to write to approve and disapprove if it is not according to their guidelines. So after giving all the data, they will generate a performance card. So every institute will get a performance card at the end of each semester, or sometimes if it is annual, we will get at the end of year this performance card. So in that performance card, here I have shown example of my institute. So here complete calculations after submitting that reports, here we can able to see that how much we have scored in IIC calendar activity, how much we have scored in MIC, and also in self-driven. They have given weightage for each activity. So for each activity how much you score, you can able to analyze by checking this annual performance card. We can able to check whether we are lacking and whether we are getting good marks by analyzing this annual performance card. Then next one, the different parameters are there to achieve the 5th star. And before that, I would like to tell that whatever score we are receiving, it is in the form of marks, then it will be converted into the form of star. If we score of all activities between 0 to 25, we will get 1 star. If we score between 25 to 50, we will get 2 star. If we score between 50 to 75, we will get 3 star. And if we score between 75 to 100, we will get 3.5 star. And if we want more star, if we want achieve a top performance in Institution Innovation Council, so in that some additional points are there apart from the points given in Institution Innovation Council. We have to reward the innovator in our institute. Then we have to motivate the faculty to attend the innovation ambassador training. Then we have to give IIC our annual report from innovation to startup, how much patents are there, how much research are getting grant. So all these data we have to provide in this annual report. Then our participation in NRF, our participation in ARIA, that will be ultimately reflecting and that will be able to achieve this 5th star. Here I have shown the MAT IOP rating certificate. After this is for the year 2020-21. After successful completion of complete IIC procedure for that year, we getting this certificate by Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. And it is happy to share that the MAT IOP Institution Innovation Council has been ranked as one of the good performer and receive the 3.5 star ranking as one of the excellent performer for promoting the innovation and entrepreneurship activities in the institute. And this achievement of MAT IOP is of all the faculty coordinators, of all IIC members, IIC students, coordinators, external experts, all office staff of MAT IOP, and most important is that these IIC cell is continuously guided and monitored by our principal, Dr. Sanjay Shirsagar sir. So up to this, I have explained you the complete procedure of IIC establishment. Then we will see the various scheme or the initiatives of Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. Other than IIC, the MIC has different initiative. So among that, first is National Innovation and Startup Policy. This National Innovation and Startup Policy intends to promote the students driven the innovation and startups to engage the students and faculty in the activity related to the innovation. In short, this NISP policy provides an action plan, document, or we can say a vision to the institute how to accelerate or how to streamline the ecosystem of innovation in the institute. The NISP coordinator have to develop their own innovation and startup policy at the institute level by referring these NISP guidelines, which is provided on NISP portal. And these NISP gives a directive approach to Institution Innovation Council. This NISP will give a directive approach, or it will provide or will guide IIC how to implement that activities. And this Institution Innovation Council will implement that activities in an institute to promote the innovation among us all higher education institute. And this will be, you will find that this will be reflected, this NISP and IIC work will be reflected in ARIA ranking. I'm not going to tell you about ARIA ranking because in a previous session, Chitlange sir has explained very well about ARIA ranking. But again, this ARIA ranking is the output of this NISP and IIC activities. So basically in this ARIA ranking will capture the data of institute for the parameters like teaching learning, innovation, established startups, and technology transfer, IP and collaboration. Next initiative of MIC is Kapila, that is Kalam for IP literacy and awareness. Now this Kapila program will create awareness in an institute regarding how to protect the invention. Instead of getting towards the external patent agent or attorney, in-house we have to create a mentors to guide the students how to protect their invention. So this Kapila is a very good platform for creating the awareness about this IPR. Next initiative of MIC is Smart India Hackathon. This Smart India Hackathon is a good platform for a students to represent their innovation. For the Smart India Hackathon, these coordinator of Smart India Hackathon have to register the college on this portal. Then they have to conduct internal hackathon at institute level, then finalize or shortlist teams, and then upload the data of this shortlist team to this portal. So the remaining procedure apart from this will be handled by MIC up to the result analysis. Next platform provided by MIC is Yukti. Yukti is a Young India Combating COVID and Knowledge Technology and Innovation portal. It is a portal which is managed by MHRD and AICT. This portal is intends to cover the different dimensions of COVID-19 challenges in a very holistic and comprehensive way. Through this portal, MHRD initially create the awareness about the CAD, computer-aided drug design, how to use it for different screening. Next one is mentor-mentee program. Now this mentor-mentee program, again, this is a great initiative of MIC cell. Here, the mentor will be assigned by MHRD to those institute which scored maximum rank. Those are achieved 4th and 5th star. This institute will be assigning as a mentor to the mentee institute. Mentee institute means a newly registered institute or the institute which unable to achieve good score. So to mentor these institute, this program is designed, that is mentor mentee program. So for this program, the mentor institute will get financial assistance from MHRD to conduct the various activities to guide the mentee regarding institution innovation council activities. Next one is impact lecture series. Our college is also shortlisted last year for conducting this impact lecture series. Again, this impact lecture series also getting financial assistance from MHRD for conducting the activities related to innovation, IPR and startup. Next initiative of MIC is Drug Discovery Hackathon. Again, this Drug Discovery Hackathon is providing a platform for a scientist to represent their ideas, and before conducting this Drug Discovery Hackathon, through this hackathon platform, first awareness is created about the in silico drug discovery. They are providing a demo session, then how to do it, and then after that they will assign the problems and then telling students or the participant to find out the solution. So this is again a good platform for innovator. And the last initiative of this MIC is Innovation Ambassador Training. So again, Innovation Ambassador Training, through this MHRD provide a different session for nominated faculty from IIC members. For this training, they will provide near about 20 to 22 sessions related to startups, IPR, entrepreneurship development. So after getting this training, in-house faculty can mentor the students for entrepreneurship development. So to create in-house pool of mentor, this activity is helpful. Again, this ambassador training will be helpful for if number of faculty attending this training more, again the institute will be get good rank in IIC. Here I have shown different activity which we have conducted in the last year under the category of IIC, self-driven, as well as MIC, which is uploaded by the MHRD portal. So we have conducted different activity. Just I have shown here. Again, all activities which we already plan in a council meeting, and when we are designing it, we have keeping in mind we have to create or we have to support all the students for idea to prototype. So according to that, we have designed these different activities. Here I have shown our some prominent activity which were conducted in last year. That first one is Meet or Explore. That is really a good platform for the students to interact with the mentors, to get inputs on their ideas, and also providing timing for conducting their research. Also, next one is a national innovation contest, and again it is happy to share that in first round or 5 prototypes were nominated. Next one, we have started a certificate course in a collaboration with Vico Laboratories for enhancing the entrepreneurship skill. Then again, I have shown few glimpses of the activity which we have conducted, that is entrepreneurship awareness camp impact lecture series. So thank you. At last, I appeal all the faculty members to enroll their institute to IIC portal of MHRD, those who are not enrolled yet, to create the ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship for the benefit of student, faculty, and advancement of society. We have to inculcate the culture of innovation and startup in our institute to create a job provider or job creator instead of job seeker. On a behalf of entire IIC team, I thanks to all for patient listening, and with this note, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, madam, for the informative session and in the knowledge that you have shared with all of us. There are a few questions that were asked by the participants. The first question is there any specific criteria for institute to participate in the IIC? And only UG programs can apply for the IIC? Is there any specific criteria?
No, all institute can apply for IIC. Only the criteria is that that institute should have a ISC code, or the institute should participate in ARIA ranking or NRF ranking, or the institute having accreditation status of NBA, NAC, or the institute which having TechFib grant or which is funded by government. So all these institute coming under this will can apply for this IIC.
Okay, thank you. The second one to follow regarding the same, is there any specific timeline for the approval of the application through zonal in charge?
Yes, every year, starting of every year, we have to apply. They are providing some deadline to us. So before that, we have to form our council, and before their timeline, we have to nominate all the members. We have to assign roles and responsibility, and we have to conduct first council meeting. And when we provide all the data before their deadline, then they will approve it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. The next one is there any financial support for the IIC establishment from the government organizations or something?
As such, no direct any financial assessment we are getting from IIC, because as we have seen that registration procedure for IIC is completely they will not cost any charge to us. It is completely free to us. We can apply to this IIC, but they can provide financial assistance through the scheme like mentor mentee scheme, impact lecture series scheme, then Kapila program. So through this scheme, for arranging the session, they will provide some funds to us for providing the honorarium to the expert members.
Okay, perfect. So I guess all the questions asked by the participants are being truly satisfied and answered by you, ma'am. On behalf of MET's Institute of Pharmacy, I would like to thank you for enlightening us with the process and the information related to Institutional Innovation Council. And I hope the information given by the ma'am will be beneficial for all the participants to establish the IIC in their own institution. So again, I thank you, ma'am, for the information that you have shared with us. Now, I would hand over the session to Ms. Vaidehi Gaidani, ma'am, for the further instructions related to the sessions. Ma'am, please.
First of all, I want to thank you all the participants for their active interaction during the sessions. Now, as the sessions are getting more and more interactive and interesting, we are lacking behind time. So we will stick to our schedule and we'll start at 2 o'clock for session 3rd of this day. I again thank you for this, and we will continue at 3 o'clock. Thank you, everyone.